Oh shit! And we's live.
Yes, we are.
And we're live. Episode 50. What up, y'all?
Live as
Got a
fuck.
couple guests. Got a couple guests in the building.
Yes, we
Figure
do.
out who they are.
What up, Don Chaos?
And Sewerside in the building. And
Hi.
What's up, Don
Tommy's not really a special guest, but he's here.
I'm not special.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nice hat.
My mom thinks I'm special. She even had me tested.
I'm sure in many ways you are.
I'm not crazy. My mom had me tested.
Oh shit!
Strawberry wine. I got that
box
stuck in my head.
Razmassy Blaze, Don Chaos, Steel City Dahmer. The chat is filling up already.
Sup, Rise and Roxy and Blaze and Don Chaos.
Hell yeah!
Donald Chaos, what's up?
My ninja.
What's
Get
going
my
on, y'all?
computer fired up.
Just chilling.
Anybody want a free tattoo gun?
A free tattoo gun?
Yeah, free tattoo gun. I don't want it anymore.
I'll take a free tattoo gun as long as the tattoo artist didn't take the free tattoo gun from you. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I ordered it on.
I don't want to get a tattoo from somebody who got a free tattoo gun. Like I would hope that they invested in their craft.
No, I spent $30 on it. Don't worry.
I spent
Bro,
$30
hook me
on
up. You spent $30? Bro, that dude is
Yeah.
serious. Hook it up.
Hell yeah! No shit.
Why the fuck?
That's a good investment, yo.
Yeah.
There we
Unless you do something shitty like Tommy did to himself.
go. That's why I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah, hell yeah! So before he makes any more mistakes and tries looking like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Fuck that dude.
If I try to tattoo myself, a tattoo would look all fucked up.
I put like a shitload of beer cans outside my apartment yesterday with a sign up in the fucking lobby that says "free cans take," and nobody took them.
I'm surprised that no
There's at least $20 worth of cans out there. What am I gonna do with all that shit?
I'm surprised that no homeless person like took them to catch them in.
There's not a I live in a hillbilly town, so it's not really a homeless population that I'm aware of.
Well, if it was my neighborhood, those kids would have been gone.
Damn, man. Look at this shit. I'll see if I can flip the camera around.
What's up, Bronco, Juggalo, Big Gimp?
See all these cans? Oh shit! There's a big ass spider. Holy fuck! You guys see that thing?
Yeah.
Nah, it looks kind of like a glob.
Holy! Well, now I can't go back in my apartment because that motherfucker's right in the middle.
Stomp on that fucker.
Well,
It's huge, dude.
10 minutes on it.
Well, now you got burn your apartment.
There's lighter fluid out here, but I ain't got no fucking lighter. I'll burn this whole fucking building down.
Come on, Pookie. We gonna burn this motherfucker to the ground.
All right, I'm gonna throw this lighter fluid at it.
Spider fluid?
Oh!
Did you
I
get
think I got it.
it? Shit.
Oh!
His fucking neighbor's gonna come out and fucking like, what is wrong with you, man?
There's a spider. Get a shotgun.
Next thing you know, he's blowing holes in the floor.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna drop this big ass bag of charcoal on it.
Where was with your friend Tommy?
Oh my god, it's running at me.
Snap on the son of a bitch. Like in
Don't have shoes on.
Squish it with your foot. You can do it. You have the power.
The game says Tommy versus the spider. Place your bets.
It ran away. Now I just got to get all these cans in my apartment.
Ryan says he's got 5 cans of Fago on the spider. It's like gold down there in Florida, homie.
Thing is fucking huge. I should probably put my shoes on.
So, how was DC Con, you guys?
How was what?
DCG
How was
con?
DCG Con?
Oh
Sewerside
shit!
crazy.
DCG Con.
Jug Goodman shut down the con. That's how it went.
John Goodman.
Jug Goodman, the guy who looks
John-
like John Goodman, the one who was outside with a Four Loco constantly hitting the shush pipe. Like everybody would be causing a ruckus, and Jug would just come out of left field like shh, and then you got like 29 other motherfuckers doing the same thing, and it just defeated the purpose.
There was a lot of shushing going on. I did notice that.
It was a playoff from Thursday night when everybody was out partying and drinking, like having the pregame for the con. So like everybody was causing a ruckus, and then the management would come out and ask us to tone it down or to move out of the way so that way cars could come in, and it just got blown out of fucking proportion.
Oh,
So
yeah.
basically, we're just making fun of the establishment for making reasonable requests.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. That sounds pretty juggalo to me, man.
Juggalo like a motherfucker.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there's always gonna be shenanigans. You know, there's always gonna be shenanigans with juggalos involved.
Of course.
Fuck yeah.
But they maybe got a little out of hand this time. I don't know. To be honest, I don't even really know what happened. I don't want to speculate on what happened. All I know is on day 1, we were allowed in the convention center, and day 2, we had to play our games in the common area. That's really all I know.
Right.
And I had a fucking good time nonetheless. And I got to perform at the Roxy, which, like, if you look at like every like real underground tour, like they all do shows at the Roxy. So I got to perform at the Roxy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like it was fucking like I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like that, like the whole weekend was just dope as fuck.
We had fun.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
It's proof positive that no matter the situation, we can turn it around, flip it, and make it a positive. And that's exactly what everybody did.
Hell yeah.
Like
Exactly.
you can't deny that shit.
I was a little salty the first morning, you know, when I woke up and I pulled the note out from under my door, because I had heard the speculation the night before that like it was gonna be that people were speculating already that it was gonna get canceled. People were like, enjoy it tonight. We don't know if it's happening tomorrow. So when I picked up the note that first morning, I was like, fuck, man, I can't believe they actually canceled it. And the first thought that went through my head was, fuck, I didn't go on that goddamn blow-up obstacle course yesterday. And I never had to get on the fucking thing.
Yeah, it was the same for me.
trash.
It was the same for me, man. Like I didn't get it. And I like shit, I even have video of me somewhere where I'm like, check it out. The dragon is being represented. And there's like this big dragon blow up slide and shit. Cause like, you know, the dragon is kind of my thing on YouTube. So like I thought that was fresh as fuck seeing that.
Hell yeah.
And then I didn't even get a chance to fucking like ride that whip because shit got fucked up. I can't like I don't know. I guess I could consider it a lost opportunity, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, we flew in on Friday. So when we got there at like 11:15 in the morning, and you know, we were like, let's go fucking hit up a dispensary and get some fucking weed. You know, so then I had to host the board game thing, you know. I shouldn't say I had to. I had the pleasure of hosting the board game thing on Friday night also. So our whole plan was like, let's show up, get some grub, get some weed, get prepared, go do the board game challenge, and kind of just kind of fucking like ease our way into it. Then on Saturday, we were gonna fucking hit the game con hard. And then like it didn't fucking happen. So I was a little bummed about that. I can't say that I wasn't bummed that I didn't get to go on the obstacle course or do Big Baby Chips Casino. But other than that, man, we had a fucking good time. We played some games, we smoked a lot of weed, we went and checked out Red Rocks. Like and most importantly, like we got to fucking chill and vibe with some faces that we don't normally get to see all the time. I'm pretty bummed out that you know, there's so many people that traveled so far that fucking didn't get to go in that blow up obstacle course, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's gonna be my takeaway from it is we should have all been able to go on the fucking bounce house.
Right.
Couldn't they have just like fucking asked the hotel, could you do me a favor and move all of the tables and chairs in that little dining area in the atrium, so that way we could fucking put up this inflatable fucking dragon?
yeah, or just in the parking lot, move your fucking construction shit, because there were potholes all over that parking lot, and set it up out there like Reno Riders. They set up their Follow-Rama outside, and man, that was a good time too. I don't know if anyone's done that Reno Riders Follow-Rama shit, but it was my first time. It might have been my first time throwing an actual football, you know, that is regular size with the fucking white little grip things on it, and doesn't have a little like Nerf thing coming out of the back of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've never thrown a real football before. So the dude that I was, that was my partner. It's sounding gayer and gayer as I keep saying this. I've never thrown a football, and my partner. So no. but getting back to the story. So the dude who was my teammate. There we go. That's the word.
No, that doesn't help either.
But he's schooling it. You know what I'm saying? He's schooling it. And our competitors, they weren't so bad themselves, but my teammate was the best, right? He was just fucking schooling it. And we're down to one pin, right? Now, I am so bad at this that everybody is now suggesting that I throw the ball like a bowling ball and do it kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Throw it like that. I'm like, you realize you have far too much faith in me. None of this is going to work. So I do it, right? I'm like, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. So I throw it. It immediately hits the ground. Immediately. Like, it barely hits the top edge of their little banner that they lay on the ground for the Folorama. Bounces off the ground, hits the wall, ricochets off the wall, hits the back of the wooden plank that the pins are on, slightly grazes pin number 10 in the back corner there, and I fucking won the game.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
In my mind, it all happened in slow motion. And then when I told the story, you guys all applauded and were like, yeah, but it didn't happen like that in real life, I guess.
Oh yeah, dude. That's funny shit, yo.
Yeah. It was good times. It was good times. Where were you guys?
Home.
We didn't make it.
I was everywhere in that motherfucker. Like, there was a spot I wasn't at. It was insane. Like, it was insane because, like, a vast majority of the time that I was there, I was fucking either mingling, playing video games, or sleeping. Like, that was all I did. Like, I had the intent of trying to do some of the tournaments, and my girlfriend did too. But on my end, it ended up going from that to just fucking around and hanging out with the juggalos. And then my girlfriend, like, with her, it went from I'm gonna play Into the Echo Side all fucking weekend to I'm gonna try to play Let's Find a Dispensary all weekend and fucking get high.
Yeah. You know what the thing about that game is it's an easy fucking win out there. They were everywhere. Everywhere, man. I made it a point to do a little extended vacay after the con and stayed a couple extra days. And I stayed downtown, and you know how like you can just look up like something near me on Google Maps. So I looked up dispensaries near me, and it was like 3 full scrolls before I got to anything that was more than a mile away. Like it was like 12 in walking distance if you were already stoned and had just eaten and were like willing to make that walk. I'm talking like 0.2 miles away, right next to the 7-Eleven. It's amazing.
Damn. That's crazy.
When it becomes recreational in Florida, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'll do. If it ever becomes recreational in Florida and Sewerside stops making music, you'll know I'm either dead or I'm working my dream job.
Or you stoned off your ass.
That's my dream job.
Oh yeah.
That's my dream job.
Start doing a lot,
man. So far,
I would say start doing live streams and just be like, okay, I'm gonna test this bud. You know, just do like bud test live streams.
Right.
Rest wants to know if suicide is are you in Florida?
Oh yeah, I responded in the chat. I'm like, is that breaking the fourth wall?
No.
Oh no,
Not
no,
at
no. Vero Beach.
But yeah, that new album, man. I haven't got through the whole thing yet. I'm about to be on Bittersweet right now.
Okay. Yeah,
But
it's I'm pretty proud of it. I'm not gonna fucking beat around the bush and be like, oh, you know, I'm modest about my work. I'm very proud of this one. Like I'm very happy with how it came out.
Hell yeah. Yo, man, that song you did was that Sin song, man. That shit was pretty fucking good, yo.
Thank you. Yeah, that was just like, I don't know, man. We just fucking went up to hang out with Sin and record something that he wanted to record. And I don't know, we were on the way there, and I was saying to my boy, I was like, yo, let's get Sin to record the chorus for Epic. And he just did it. He was just fucking down and just did it. And then like I was sitting on it for months, and then I finally just figured out like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and record this fucker. Because I didn't know if I wanted to use it for like a live performance or re-record the song, and I didn't know if I wanted to change the lyrics. But we kind of came up with this thing where we'll keep the original song the same, and then instead of the guitar solo, we'll do sort of like a new rap over that. And I say we like it was anybody else's but my idea.
Right.
But I can refer to myself as multiple because, you know, I have multiple sort of I have multiple lives, I guess, you know. There's rapper me, and then like the guy that goes to my parents' house. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I got you there, shit.
No shit. I just looked up in the chat. I don't mean to interrupt, but like somebody wants me to show off some of that merch that that they had over there, like specifically the placemat that they had for Into the Echo Side. Yeah, because like that was the first thing I did day one. I'm like, I gotta get this copy of Oracle, and then I saw that they also had placemats, and granted, I stood there for like a half hour. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but whenever I'm in line trying to get merch and shit, I'm so fucking polite, and everybody else is just a dick. They're just like, gimme. Give me a second. I'm gonna go grab that placemat because somebody in the chat wanted to fucking see it.
Hell yeah, they requested that shit.
Word.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Sewerside's in the chat saying, I know them, hit me up.
All right, Don Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool too because it's got that rubber back. So like when you can put it on your coffee table and it won't fucking move around like the actual board, because the other board I think is like vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a regular. It's just like a regular board, but that thing's like a fucking a mouse pad for a giant. It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
And it's that game is fucking sick. The expansion is dope.
That's the
Yeah.
bottom?
Morning.
What was
What
that?
up,
Nimbo?
Service one.
Oh shit.
I'm just picking up.
I was like, who the fuck is that?
That's Esteban. Holy shit. There's more tattoos to you.
Holy fuck.
All I saw was his neck. Like
So
the
his
entire
boobies
time we were
off,
at the
man.
con, that's all I ever saw.
Oh, I hear you. I know Alligator Jesus was like, hey, if you're still around Sunday, we're having a tattoo contest, and I want you to enter because I'll be one of the judges. And I was like, hell yeah. Well, you know, we all know that.
I like that four-leaf clover.
Hell yeah. This is dope, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm
Tommy got-
I'm like 75% all soaked in of everything that I seen and processed from Denver, Colorado. That was pretty awesome.
I'm
Hell
still
yeah.
hype. I'm not sure if I'm hype from DCG2 or if I'm hype for what's to come for DCG3.
I'm ready. I'm ready for part 3. I'm already.
I knew we talking like DCG Con 3 is either in Ohio or Michigan next year.
Who knows?
I actually heard a rumor, but this might have just been like a bias because I heard it from the Reno Riders.
Reno.
They think that it might be in Reno next year.
Yeah.
Let's do Reno.
Why not? Make
Oh,
this shit a traveling carnival, because why the fuck not?
I was gonna say somebody did put it in my ear about it being in Reno, and it was probably crazy that did it.
Oh yeah. That'll be dope, man.
I mean, fucking casinos and shit. You know, be out there in the gambling legal state of Nevada.
Yeah, what you say? No, Reno is Reno 911.
Oh man, is weed legal out there too? I think it is, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, yeah.
Nightbot. Does anyone have baking soda? Okay. That's not fucking weird.
420 dogs. What's happening?
Except for train dogs.
So you actually made that whole beat for Epic yourself, right? With the guitar? Was somebody else?
Well, no, my brother played guitar on that.
Right on.
Yeah. So everything else, though, I kind of mixed and produced. The drums are, taken from like loops and tracks and shit like that. And even though I played drums as a kid, I did not get in the studio and rock out the drums on that track. Most of the shit that I do, I program myself. But this is the first time that I've ever had my brother play any guitar or anything, or actually really have any live instruments at all ever in any of my stuff. So it was really cool.
I noticed that.
Yeah, it was really cool to do that. Those are the kind of collaborations that I want to do, is like something that's gonna make good music, obviously, but like, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fucking blessing to be able to fucking make a song with him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So that's I thought it was just a fucking cool thing to do, and I incorporated some live guitar into my stage show with him when we did the show with Isham in Orlando. And so basically from this point, like, anytime that we're able to do a concert, that my brother can come out to, he's going to be on stage when we play guitar.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It was dope as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. I want to respond to Ryan J91. Ryan J91. I will not be performing the Gathering this year. You will not be seeing me at the Gathering this year.
Oh no.
We won't be gathering. It's a bummer, but on the upside, I will be going to my first ever Hallowicked, which is something that I've always wanted to do.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna touch my inner 13-year-old juggalo who saw the shockumentary for the first time and was like, gotta go to a Hallowicked, and for some reason still hasn't done it. So this year it's time.
That's what's up. Hopefully I'll be there.
Juggling naughty. The fuck is that?
Any of y'all done a Hallowicked before?
No.
I've been to
I
Halloween.
would,
I've
that's
been
on my
to a
bucket.
couple.
I've been to quite a few.
Yeah.
Never been.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a decent story for a Hallowicked.
All right.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
So this was back in 2004, and I mean, it's not that bad of a trek from me because I live in Grand Rapids, but we ended up having to go to Hallowicked in 2004, and I was rolling with a crew from Grand Rapids, and I get there, and I ended up bumping into this chick that I was talking to for the longest time, back when Yahoo Chat was a thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this chick was like one of those type of chicks that would open up the webcam and show her titties to the whole fucking room.
Oh, damn nice.
Hell yeah.
So she had nice tits, and definitely got to say, man, I was fucking sprung on that shit. I'm a titty fan, so nevertheless, I ended up bumping into her, and I kept on fucking going back and forth between her and my crew and fucking hanging out and shit. At the end of the fucking show, I'm like this in the floor at the just in the way back. Like I'm crushed between juggalos and the fucking guardrail on the main floor. I think this was at St. Andrew's Hall. And I hear the worst fucking thing that I could have ever heard Violent J say, and that was, juggalos, we need y'all to fucking get up on stage. And this dude fucking jumps the guardrail, kicks me in the fucking head, and my glasses go flying off. They're trampled. They're fucking gone. In a panic, though, I was trying to fucking look for him. I kept on getting my fucking hands crushed. And so I just said, fuck it. And I had to use somebody else's glasses to look around so I could actually see straight, even though that didn't work out. And I'm fucking, like, everybody in Grand Rapids is ready to go back home. And I'm like, I can't fucking drive. I need to get to a phone somewhere. And so I fucking found girl and convinced her to fucking drive my car to her hotel room. So she fucking goes and she parks. I fucking head up in there. We smoke a bowl. And this is, by the way, the first time I ever fucking smoked, and I was high. So
and you can't see? Oh shit.
I can't see, like, it made me see a little bit better, just not perfectly. I will say, man, that was some special weed. And so, like, I fucking call, I finally say, fuck it. I go down to the main lobby, go to the payphone, call my mom, and tell her what had happened. She's like, so what you're saying is that you need me to drive to Detroit, and it's 12:30 in the morning right now. You need me to drive to Detroit to fucking get to pick your car up and give you your spare glasses. Why didn't you take your spare glasses with you? I said, Mom, I didn't realize that I was going to get kicked in the fucking forehead and lose my glasses. She's like, all right, I'll fucking come get you in the morning. So I'm staying there with this chick. The entire time I'm trying to fucking mac this chick.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say, failure. Massive failure. I got to suck on some titties, and that's about as far as she would let me go because she didn't want to fuck. Like, she kept on fucking turning it down. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me here? Is my game fucking soft or something? But I waited until 7 o'clock the next night before my mom fucking shows up. But in the morning, I fucking went to my car because I had to go grab something, and I found out that the bitch ended up fucking parking me in a handicap spot. So I got a ticket from the Wayne County, and so I fucking inched my car out of that spot and moved it to the spot right next to it. This whole experience was a fucking bone. But when I got home, I fucking texted, I ended up getting back up on Yahoo Chat. I talked to old girl, and fucking she ended up saying, dude, the most incredible fucking thing happened after you left. And I was like, what? She's like, I fucked ABK. You fucking cunt. I was just like, what? You weren't gonna fucking give me the goods, and I fucking put her on blast. I was like, you weren't gonna give me the goods, but you were gonna give it to ABK. She's like, well, he's famous. I said, you're nothing but a fucking Juffalo, and I fucking blocked her.
Hound dog.
Yeah, she was hound dogging like a motherfucker. To end this, the within the next hour, I ended up getting a fucking message from another guy that was hanging out with us. Yeah. He was trying to go after the same thing, and he ended up saying, dude, I fucking sealed the deal on that chick. What the fuck? I was like, you do know that she fucked ABK right before she fucked you, right? He's like, I don't care. Fuck that shit.
Splashed around and his children.
The Juggalo community is like a big batch of hepatitis.
Hence hepatitis. Hence leg hepatitis.
Right.
I was just like, man, you know what? Now
as the community bathing pool.
As soon as she fucking said that, as soon as that dude said that shit, I'm like, man, now I'm glad I didn't fuck her because at least I'm clean. And I fucking blocked him.
Right?
Oh man, I think my last Halloween Wicked was down at Fox Theater in Detroit in 2003. That's the last one I went to. That shit was pretty dope.
Well, I
went to last year's, but before that, I went to that one. That was
I was
probably
gonna say I thought you went to last year's.
Yeah, I did go to last year's. Hell yeah, that was probably the best venue I've seen for Halloween Wicked though, man. This past year, that shit was so. It gave it to Juggalo feel for real. As soon as you showed up, man, you're like, oh fuck yeah, dude, this is sick. It wasn't nothing like St. Andrews Hall. It wasn't nothing like Fox Theater. It was just fucking all warehouses, man, like Detroit style warehouses, and that shit was sick, man. I hope they do it again there this year.
Just try to avoid that one fucking chick that I tried to fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bet you looking at her, will probably get you herpes.
Hell yeah.
He'll place you on the head to probably get you the herpes.
I used to see this girl at every concert and every gathering I went to, man. Her name was Lindsay or some shit. She used to have blonde hair, used to always wear a jersey, and like I never seen her with face paint on or nothing, but she was like the coolest I've ever met, dude. Like always down to earth and shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit was dope, man. I remember that shit. Yeah, DCG Con would be dope at the fucking venue that Halloween Wicked was at this last year.
I bet.
That would be awesome.
You know what I think would probably be a good spot? The Peoria Civic Center. Like that was the first gathering I went to, and that is what DCG Con seriously reminds me of. Another spot would probably be DeVos Place right here in Grand Rapids. But that, that's like I live like 3 blocks away from there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's walking distance for you.
People would be like, party at Crazy's house. Yeah, if you want to get your face caved in by my girlfriend's dad, that ain't happening. And he don't need a skateboard. That motherfucker got big, powerful fucking hands.
Oh shit!
Get out of me half the time.
Hell yeah, you know better to mouth off of her, I bet.
Why do you think I'm just like, all right, fuck it, I'm grounded.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, dude, we used to have a blast at shows, man. I miss that shit, dude. I think State Theater was a good one too, like State Fairgrounds. That's another Halloween Wicked I went to. State Fairgrounds. I think it was in 2000 or some shit. That shit was fucking fresh.
2000, the year with the box set?
I think so. It's so hard to remember that far back, man.
It's the year with the box set with Bizarre and Freak Show.
Yeah. Bizarre. Yep, I remember. That's right.
You were there. How do I remember it for you?
I don't know, dude. You're right, though. That was it. I remember a guy running through the fucking crowd with a chainsaw and shit. Fucking that shit was dope, dude. We were standing in line. This dude's running up through the crowd, had a chainsaw and shit. People were like fucking running. That shit was great. There was no chain on it, obviously, but it was awesome, dude. That whole fucking event, State Fairground. I remember I seen people getting carried out on stretchers and shit out of that shit, man. That shit was crazy.
That sounds fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. Dudes are in wheelchairs, like fucking all fucked up, man. They're jumping off speakers into the fucking crowd. Shit was crazy.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Oh, it was a blast.
What the fuck?
Dead air, dead
Uh-uh.
air.
Better.
Yo, did you get one of these fresh ass pins?
Oh, yep, that one was at St. Andrews. Shit, that's dope. That is fucking dope. I like that.
There was so many different fucking colors of these things.
St. Andrews Hall. Like 2000.
Was that the Monopoly guy?
Yeah,
Look like-
yeah. It's
That's
hatchet
fucking
bag.
fresh as shit. Yeah.
Dude, that's dope.
He was running a contest called Eat Monopoly and Shit Out Connect 4. So like
Oh yeah.
two tables of Monopoly would have to play, and then the winner of each would have to battle off with Connect 4. I think that's how the contest went. I might have just made that up because I didn't actually do the contest, but I did buy a pin from dude. Yeah, it's Justin Grossman. It's a fresh fucking dude.
Hell yeah. Did you?
That's fucking dope.
did you
I like that.
Did you get to chat it up with Lars before you went on?
Oh yeah, so I hung out with Lars a little bit before I went on because we shared basically like a merch area.
Yeah.
And then after each other's performances, we connected. I hope to do some work with that dude. We were pretty into each other's work. So
Yeah.
you know, I think that you know, as far as like a lot of the groups that have like I've done these shows with, he's one of the ones I feel like I would probably make most sense to do a song with. You know, we're kind of on the same vibe.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I think he's fresh as hell. And we hooked each other up with our our CDs and shit. So I got a chance of them because really I had heard of him, but I'd never listened to him before that night. So I was listening to Lars Attacks and there was another one too that I listened to. I don't know, but it was fucking dope as shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I've been a big fan of his for years. We're trying to get him on the show, but he's busy as shit all the time too.
I don't even know who that is. Every time somebody says Lars, I think of Last American Rock Stars.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I was wondering if you guys talk about them or MC Laws.
MC Lars.
Yeah. No, he's a cool dude, very cool dude, you know, and his music's good too. Yeah, I'm into it.
I'll have to check that guy out.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. And but Max Sabbath, yo, that shit was just fucking crazy. That shit was out of control fresh. Those guys, I got the chance to peep their sound check. You know, so they were just like regular dudes on stage, but with like a drum set that looked like a hamburger, and the fucking microphone was coming out of a straw, you know, like a drink straw and shit. But they were just themselves, you know. It's like seeing Guar without their fucking costumes on, but still playing music. So I'd never seen them before. I had a faint idea of what they did. But I'd never seen them or knew what they did. But then when they went on stage, holy shit, they were fucking crazy. Crazy fresh.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, those guys were fucking awesome to see.
I bet.
Slave Mars.
You crazy? You see Max Sabbath?
No, I went in the back and fucking smoked cigarettes and hung out with CPN. Got to listen to some chick fucking try to tell him off saying, "I don't like what you say on the YouTube." Like, that blonde chick that he was fucking talking about on his podcast from the other day. Yeah. I was sitting there just listening to this, like this chick just fucking talk shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, whatever.
I saw Mono gave CPN a birthday shout out. I saw that.
Yeah. I saw that too. I was like, wait, what? Like that's confusing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that CPN and Big Will got gay at DCG Con.
Dude, they actually got Big Will to sing the "Let's Get Gay" song. Like that was fucking dope. Seeing that shit, like he actually is singing it.
Nice.
I was like, man, like there were so many moments that I had over there where I was like, I should have fucking whipped up my phone and recorded this shit.
Oh yeah, no shit, yo.
But I would have been funny to watch.
Oh, let me see here. I'll see Max in the chat.
What's up, Max?
What up, Max?
He's got the link and shit. I sent it to him. So.
That's cool.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. Did Fennel scare anybody at DCG Con? Scare any kids at DCG Con with his mask?
With his mask? Who?
Remember one time Bean was in and he was. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
You're probably scaring all the little kids and shit.
Yeah.
Wait, Bing wears a mask? Hold on, I'm confused.
Nah, that's sorry, but kayfabe.
What? No, what kayfabe? No, you're just talking nonsense.
Yeah,
no,
right.
Yeah, right.
I was there. Like Bing Rimjob gave me a fucking donut, and I had some Boston cream.
Yeah.
Like, there's video evidence of it on Carnival Spirits.
Yeah.
So like you could see me enjoying Boston cream handed to me by Bing Rimjob. There was no rubber mask in the
What the fuck?
I was just saying that Kettle Finn was scaring kids with his mask, not Bean.
Oh.
I typed "Let's Get Gay" and Marvin Gaye popped up.
Let's get gay. Let's get gay.
Big Will and CPN. Let's
And
get
there's something that says Johnny and the Attractions, Gay Feet Records.
gay.
Fuck is Gay Feet Records, man?
Oh man.
You know, back in like the 50s and shit, when that shit was recorded, gay meant something different.
Oh yeah.
Happy, yeah. That's back when it meant something happy or some shit.
So it's basically saying happy feet, I guess.
I'm pretty gay for being on this episode.
I feel less gay every time I go live.
That's what's up. What a deal, Big Bad Wolf. What's happening?
Said Big Bad Wolf.
Hopefully, if everything goes right, me and Big Bad Wolf will be going to the gathering together, and we will have a surprise
Nice.
for the motherfucking Juggernaut. Well, he'll have a surprise for the Juggernaut. Which I already know what it is. Hell yeah. Ryan says he's gay for being in the chat. Christian with the mission. Juggernaut. Hell yeah.
That's me. Christian with the Mission. That's my other account.
Oh,
I don't know why it signed into my computer, though.
Huh.
Christian.
Time to start putting the pieces together.
Let's
Last
get physical.
Physical.
That also popped up when I typed in "Let's Get Gay."
I think Chuck Reese is like the first thing to pop up, though. Right?
No. First thing I popped in for Chuck Reeves was Boston cream pies.
Oh, man.
It's like a roast beef sandwich. It's a fucking Sam Squanch, guys.
Fucking same point.
Somebody told me I do a really good bubbles.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good.
One of my many random talents.
I know Brooklyn is happy to have you on the show again, Tony, so you can get more free games for your tattoos.
Say what?
book us, we have you back on the show, so you get what free games from the tattoos.
He says if he puts the codes in on from the tattoos on your hands, he gets free games on Xbox.
Yes.
That's fucking great.
I don't need any more tattoos. I have enough.
Sewerside, is Tuesday the day Pee-wee's Playhouse shirt day, or that's just...
Yo, no, man. Yo, I'm so glad you mentioned it, bro, because last time you didn't fucking mention the Pee-wee shirt. You waited till after the episode. So this time I wore a different one. You know what I'm saying? And if you'll notice, the album cover for my new record is young baby Sewerside dressed up in a fucking late 80s, early 90s Pee Wee Herman costume.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just thought you were just dressed up in a suit.
No.
That's even
No,
more
actually,
fresh.
there's a mask with that costume, but oddly enough, there's no pictures of me wearing the costume with the mask. I'm either wearing the mask with regular clothes, or I'm wearing the costume with no mask. No, it's fucking weird.
Dude, I looked up Sewerside on Urban Dictionary and it says one who dies from their own fart.
That is true.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, there was something. Oh, what was I gonna do? There was something when we discovered that. Oh yeah, we discovered that when we looked that up, it gave us a link to like all the things you could buy that definition on, and one of them was a coffee mug, and I was like, that is the cover of my next mixtape, which will be like, it'll be called Death by Farts and Shit Tape, and it'll just be a series of like fart noises on a keyboard, because you know, if you load up a fart on a keyboard, you can make some cool fucking noises with that, and I'll just be rapping nonstop about having to take a shit. According to all my friends, my best freestyles are when we're like driving, we're taking road trips, and like I gotta take a shit, and that's when I can fucking freestyle the best. But it's only about having to take a shit. I don't know. I'm a fucking Sewerside. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? So what else is going on?
What's your thoughts on that little bitch?
Like, well, the fart conversation just ended. What's up? What else is going on? Johnny, how's your mother?
So Sewerside, what's your thoughts on that little bitch, Chuck Reeves?
Chuck Reeves. That's the guy with the big beard, right?
Yeah.
I think I pissed off the Crimson Chin at the gathering once because I was like, yo, Chuck Reeves! And like, neither of us could tell if I was joking because I was so fucking fake. But I know who the Crimson Chin is. He's a cool dude. He takes pictures of me and stuff. I do not know Chuck Reeves. I have never met him. I've never watched any of his videos. I don't follow him on any social media. I have nothing good or bad, negative or positive to say about him. I think I've probably read people's opinions on him because I've seen his name pop up before, but I don't. I'm far too self-absorbed to be interested in somebody else's opinion on another grown man.
Well, if you'd like to know who he is, just take a look at Joe Bruce's dick, and you'll see Chuck Reeves all over that shit.
No. He's on
What's up, Papa?
No, Chuck Reeves is on Mono's dick.
He's not Mono's dick, but he's always on Joe Bruce's dick. Always trying to ride it.
No, he's riding Mono's dick, but he's fucking trying to hang off of Violent J's.
There you go. That's the way to put it. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about him. I know, but Ryan J91 just said Crimson Chin is his homie, and that's my homie too. I got nothing but positive things to say about that ninja. So if we want to talk positive about something, we could do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Crimson Chin.
I'm more of a positive vibes kind of guy, especially at 8:58 a.m., which I can still classify as the morning legally.
No, yeah.
Chuck Reeves would have a really good rapping voice, though.
No, like I've heard him, but he's seriously. It sounds like he's trying too hard to like be eloquent with his wordplay. Like that's the problem that I've had with listening to dude. Like when he raps,
What, he actually has
the
music?
very first video that he has on his channel is him rapping, and it's like, no.
Backpack Cypher fam.
I don't think I've ever even been to his YouTube channel.
Everything he says, I take with a grain of salt.
He does that backpack rap.
But no, he doesn't.
What exactly qualifies for backpack rap though? Because like I feel like there's like this thin line between boom bap and backpack rap, but I feel like am I mistaken there or?
Oh fuck if I know, dude. Shit.
Back in my day, backpack rap was like anybody on Rhyme Sayers is what it was considered.
Okay.
When people say backpack rap, I didn't think of like Hobson and Mad Child and people like that.
Yep. Well, especially Mad Child.
Well, I had to buy. I had to.
Like underground rap that isn't juggalo rap, but is rappers who do rap that is good rap.
That my brain hurts now. Thanks, Sewerside.
No, I mean, but like, because like, how many fucking genres and subgenres do we have of hip hop at this point? Like, I feel like if you want to simplify it, it's like face paint rappers, basic rap, auto-tune rap. You know what I mean? Like, and then in between there is like another whole broad spectrum.
Right.
I know it seems like rap has as many subgenres as like metal does now.
I seen that, Big Ninja. I know he just said
There's so many subgenres. It's insane.
That's the wife's Facebook messages, by the way.
Murs is dope, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Murs is one of those artists that like I love their lyricism and I love their flow, but I hate their instrumentals.
Yeah, he's not a good beat picker.
I hate all of his instrumentals, but I love his flow though.
Do you like
dude's gotta do it what speaks to him, you know. He might be in the studio, here's that beat and it you know, it speaks to him. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I kind of feel it because I've had people say that to me before, where they're like, yeah, you know, they like my raps, they don't like my beats. And since I make those beats, I don't take it personally, like it hurts my feelings. But I think about it, you know, and I think like, well, do I need to change my shit to make it sound more like what that dude wants to hear, or do I just continue doing me? And so dude's got to do himself, you know. He's got to just keep on keeping on.
It really is a matter of like auditory perception, you know, kind of like the Yanny or Laurel thing. Certain people hear Yanny, certain people hear Laurel. I hear both. It really is like an audio perception thing.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, we can't explain what sounds good to us, you know, like we can't like give a reasoning behind what we find is entertaining. You know, people just like shit. It is what it is.
Right.
You know.
People will like what they like.
Hey, Sewerside 420 Dog says he's a professional ghostwriter if you need him one.
He's a professional
ghostwriter.
Yo, if he can ghostwrite me an alias also and wants me to fucking be a vessel for his poetic needs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like he needs my voice to express his lyrics. There's like a 100% chance I'm not doing it, you know?
You were really getting it.
Word, motherfucker.
Yeah, ghost.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'll rap his verse. What is it? Can you put it up in the fucking in the chat? I'll throw some bars up there. I'll rap it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's so awesome. 100% chance I will not be doing that.
That's fucking dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
See, going back to that thing you said about the beats and the rhyme, like, see, that's me. Like, your beats and rhymes are dope to me. You know what I mean?
Hell
But
yeah.
like, there's a lot of rappers out there that don't know how to pick beats, though. And that's why I started. That's exactly why I started rapping, because I liked my beats so much that I was too stingy to give them away. I wanted other people to. I didn't want other people to rap on my beats. That's horrible.
Well, you know, when you've got multiple people involved in it, you don't really know necessarily what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes, you know, you even hear, like, to me, what's a fucking horror story to like the average person is probably just like whatever. But like a lot of times, and I shouldn't even say a lot of times, but I've heard stories where like people get the song gets released and then it doesn't even sound like the way it was originally recorded. You know, like the artist records the song, gives it over to the producer, and then the producer does what they will with it. You know, it's all part of that. It's all part of the music industry.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
You know,
Hell yeah.
what's going on over there? We have. I see a new face.
What's up, man? I'm Big Ninja.
Big Ninja, what up?
What's up, Big Ninja?
What up?
How big is Big Ninja?
I figured about 6'2".
Yo, man, is that shit that high? What the fuck?
What happened?
Oh shit.
So what's going on, Big Ninja's forehead?
Yeah, I don't know. What's up, guys?
Just chilling.
Downloading Sonic 1 hacks.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Like I said, I'm getting I'm still excited about preparation for DCG3, and this is exactly how it's happening.
Oh,
dude,
shit.
I seen you playing fucking River City Ransom on one of Brooklyn's streams. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
A physical copy of that shit. Like, I was like,
dude, that was hard to find. Like, I found it last minute, and I was like, I cannot turn this down. And then I went back the next day once I came into some money, and I'm like, okay, I'm also going to need this copy of Zelda 2, and I'm also going to need this fucking copy of Mega Man 2.
how much did that River City Ransom cost?
Mega Man. Oh, I haven't played that.
I think
60. Yeah, see, $60. That's crazy.
16.
Oh, damn.
Fuck yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, well, that's fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it's going for like $60 to $70 if you could even find it.
It really depends on the content in which you purchase it, because there's actually 3 different ways to buy it. You can buy it loose, you can buy it completed in the box, or you can buy it completely shrink wrapped and brand new, never been opened.
Yeah.
I can give me like 30 seconds. I can tell you exactly what the going prices are for it right now. Once my fucking app here updates.
This guy had a copy of it on.
Well, that's probably why I can't get any sound out of this fucking microphone.
Oh shit, Jesus!
What?
I'm a fucking retard.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta grab my cart so that way I can see the difference, because it looks like the price for it went up.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you got it for 16, that's the shit. Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to your chat.
Episode 50.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out
Okay,
to
yeah. So
that new album that he dropped. That shit's fresh as shit.
Oh yeah, let me drop the link up in the chat right quick.
Yeah, drop that link for that album.
I'll even throw up the promo code so y'all can download the shit for free.
Oh,
What's
damn,
up, Brad?
you heard it first. Get you that.
What it is,
that
Brad?
album.
Oh shit! Here's the fucking actual copy of it.
Yeah.
Looks like I took the sticker off of it, but I think I got it for like, I don't know, it was like $19.99, like something in the teens. But according to the app that I have from Pat the NES Punk, estimated value is $29.01. Complete inbox is $70.01, and new estimated value is $186 if it's never been opened.
Wow.
Yeah, I was about to ask if you have a NES Punk's book.
I don't have the book. I just have the app. The app was cheaper, and it gives me all of the information on the games for regular NES. Like the book is also, the book I know has forwards from like the Angry Video Game Nerd and the Gaming Historian and shit like that. But I don't care about that. Like I just care about how much the motherfuckers cost. Best $5 I've ever spent.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, Gaming Historian's fresh too. I like his videos. That Tetris one, oh my god, that shit's thorough as shit. Yeah, we've been trying to get Pat the NES Punk on here, but he keeps ignoring us. So I just gave up.
I just think it's cool to talk to somebody that I was listening to in high school.
Hell yeah. Talking about Crazy McCormick?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh shit.
No, my fight, like I stepped out of the rap game because I found YouTube was a lot easier.
Same here, dude. Exactly.
Yeah. I gave Sister Hatchet a link to a podcast.
Nice.
I feel she wanted to hop on. She could.
What's up, Rob's Exotic Aquatics?
Hell yeah. Got some zebra fish in there? Or whatever. Shark fish. Speaking of fish, Tommy, how's your fish doing, bro? That's weird. How's your fish doing, Tommy?
What?
I said, how's your fish doing?
Oh, it's at my mom's house.
Yeah, he's doing good though.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, he's pretty happy.
That's good.
That's awesome. So what you been doing since you've been taking the hiatus from the old podcast?
Working on being a millionaire.
Hell yeah. How's it going for you?
Not well.
You got $999,000
Working on being a millionaire.
B2K.
Is that motherfucking Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
$99,000.
What up, Brooklyn?
Oh damn!
Brooklyn and Deadhead.
Backpack rap. I got money in my backpack.
Holy shit.
I got my
Backpack rap. I got money in my backpack.
Now,
Got some major echo going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Somebody's
playing it to you.
audio issues.
I want to hear myself more than once.
So Sewerside, have you heard the song "But Fam" by Maximum Overdrive?
No, I haven't.
Hey, it's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
song.
I'm gonna have to send you the link.
Yeah,
for that shit.
it's fucking good.
Oh, dude, it's fucking classic, bro. Like, I'm gonna find you the link right quick.
Yeah, Sewerside, that's what I was going to ask you last time, and I totally forgot. What do you think about King Crimson?
Yeah.
Yo, I loved that fucking Dr. Phil episode so much. It was so fresh.
Yeah.
I hate that motherfucker.
Yo, I'm gonna throw the link for this song. It's about King Crimson, so I'm gonna throw it in the chat. So you guys everybody can check
Okay.
it out.
It's like it's like a diss song or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude, it's probably one of the best diss tracks I've heard.
All right.
Like,
Is it like a funny diss track?
it's straight
It's
up.
like,
Yeah,
it's
it goes
like-
hard. Like
Yeah.
like after the first minute, it goes fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll give it a listen. You know what, my thoughts are that shit's funny. You know, I like funny shit, and I have no ill will towards the guy or whatever. It's fucking hilarious watching this shit, you know.
And once like ICP said he sucked, you could tell he was like majorly butthurt about it.
It's so funny.
I hate Dr. Phil, but
like
I think Dr. Phil's an over opinionated hillbilly, but
he's
I like
terrible.
that episode.
Hell
But
yeah,
after we watched the episode, my wife and I have had a joke in the house about because of what he said about how he's like, Violent J knows who I am. I'm in the gathering program. He knows who I am, and you know, so when I got the DCG Con program, and we were in the lobby, right? I opened up the page and you know, there was the flyer for the concert, and so you know my wife pointed at it and she goes, "Oh look, you're in the program," and I just kind of yelled out like just kind of like not instinctively but like you know, like just fucking responsibly. I was like, "Oh, Violent J knows who I am. I'm in the program," and I got like this mild laughter of everybody that was in the lobby, and it was this cool moment where everybody was in on the inside joke because you're surrounded by juggalos. You know, like when you're at regular places or you're out at work or whatever the case is, and you make some juggalo joke, and everybody's just like, okay. And you forget what it's like to be around like a whole group of people that get those stupid fucking juggalo jokes. I love that. I love being a part of that. It was so
Hey, Esteban, it was an inside joke that everybody got.
Yes.
hell yeah.
And that moment was not possible without King Crimson, who I believe is now Crimson X. Is that a thing?
Yep.
He couldn't keep the name, right?
Yeah, he almost got sued.
Right.
He got a cease and desist.
Yeah, the band from the 70s that nobody likes.
Nobody's
Bands from the 70s? I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, a rock band at that.
Well, yeah, that part I knew. I like that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's
Brooklyn
hilarious.
Madness,
There's
what
now
up?
like a death metal band or there's so many different types of metal. I don't know if it's black metal or whatever, but there's now a death metal band called Sewerside.
Yes, there is. I was looking for your shit on Spotify, and that's what
I was
came
just
up.
going to say that, dude. Yep.
You better send them a cease and desist order, bro.
What is up with that, man? They fucking apparently were performing the DCG Con too, because when ICP posted about it, that's who they tagged. That's how I learned about it. I was like, what the fuck? They're a band now? I was like, fuck, man, that doesn't sound like me at all.
Yeah, I threw your CD out. I'm listening to them now.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
man!
I like your YouTube cover art there.
Oh yeah, that's my cover art for all of my pages for Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud. I really thought that I should put some time and effort into it, you know?
hell yeah.
I wanted everyone to know just how much I feel about social media, you know, just how much effort I really want to put into fucking social media.
Right.
Hell yeah, man.
I miss MySpace. Things were more simple then. It was just one. There was only one.
That's all you needed. Just one.
And there was a journal too, right? Live journal, is that what it was?
Yep.
That's how everybody learned to read computer code.
Yeah.
There was a blog one. What was it called? Something blog, I remember.
Blog Talk?
Yeah, Blog Talk. Not Blog Talk Radio, but it was some blog site. It wasn't called Blog Talk. It was called something else.
In Studio 17, we still use the U.S. Postal Service, as you can see by our sub count. On social media.
Good old Pony Express.
Snail mail.
Stamps.
You got a lot of subs after that DCG Con shit because you were steady working over
Yeah,
there, bro.
Yeah, on my personal account, I did.
Yeah.
I got a big jump.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, thanks for sharing those videos. I was watching the whole time.
I ran into Sewerside there too, but he was acting nice on camera. But as soon as I cut, he was like, "Dude, could you get the fuck away from me? Don't bother."
He got all superstar about
that's actually true. But what Brooklyn Menace failed to mention is that he had already walked away from me by the time I started saying that to him. He was fucking done with me. He was so fucking annoyed with me trying to get him to say my name. I was like, "Are you gonna say Sewerside? Give me some fucking props." And then he finally did, and he started walking off. And I was like, "You know what? Get the fuck out!" Oh man, he's already gone. And I looked like a bitch in front of my whole crew and all those motherfuckers playing Mario Kart.
Because I'm such an asshole. All I'm doing is paying attention to myself in the camera. Nothing else.
Yeah, right.
Am I centered?
Brooklyn,
that is important. It's important to make sure that you're centered, especially when you are intentionally getting somebody else in the frame. I'm just saying.
Holding the shot, man.
Right. Brooklyn Menace walked around DCG Con for like 6 hours just doing selfie videos.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Two of my favorite moments was one, watching Captain Flannel kick your ass, and two,
that didn't happen.
Two,
you didn't see
all
the
shout
fight as
outs
me.
you got for us. Including the first Sewerside shout out that you got. That was probably what pissed him off the first time, was when you made him shout us out. He's like, "Them fuckers, I ain't shouting them out again."
Sorry, I was late. I was out shopping. Some fucking guy comes up to me in the store and he's like, "I really don't mean to bother you." He's like, "Look, I'm a Christian and Jesus just told me that there's something going on in your life that you need my help." I said, "Yeah, I can't figure out which tool here to pick." Said, "I'm okay, dude," and he left.
He didn't help you find it?
Huh?
He didn't help you find the tool?
No, he went away after that.
What kind of fucking Christian is that?
You gotta realize it's not even Christian. It's just a fucking psycho. I'm surprised that he didn't say something about how, he's the government is using his penis as a radio transmitter to submit anti-Semitic meatloaf recipes to Soupy Sam and Marvin Hamlish.
Right, he has he's got the tinfoil hat. He's totally fucking made a suit made of green duct tape. Crazy shit.
What's up, Esteban? Esteban and I spent a good amount of time together.
Right, we
CG-Con.
Fucking A.
We
That
were
was
rolling
dope.
together.
Fucking kindred spirits.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah. Do me a favor, don't call me anymore, right?
I already lost your number, asshole.
All right, thank you.
Is it true a Deadhead was banned for DCG Con?
Well, Deadhead is an asshole, and he started this new thing called the Deadhead Gang, and I don't want to be in it. So it's him and Nightbot, and they're looking for a third member.
Bullshit.
And he's now threatening to shut down the next shit show. He said the next time I have a show, there's going to be a problem. So now I got beef going on.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Still beefing.
Well, Deadhead's just happy that Tommy's back.
Well, wait, I thought I saw Scottish there. You saw me when I was DJing on, I think that was Saturday.
Yeah.
You believe that shit got pulled because of like fucking one of the songs?
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a Warner Brothers strike or something.
Dude, there were some girls there. There was this one girl there that kept coming behind the equipment that literally, if you go online and look up hottest ass in the world, she's going to come up. Right. This girl was fucking smoking hot and drunk out of her mind, hanging all over me like she wanted to DJ. And she's like, I was like, I'm telling you, you're so fucked up. You're never going to be able to find the song that you're looking for back here. And she's like, I would never disrespect you. I would never disrespect you. She was fucking bombed. I think I showed them on camera for like 2 seconds.
Was it Backpack Rap Chick?
No.
She followed you home?
That's the girl that likes to drop N-bombs on my fucking live stream.
Yeah. We out here.
What was that anyway? Was that like a college party or something?
Yeah.
It was a graduation.
I was about to ask what kind of party it was. Huh?
Graduation parties are fun as hell to DJ, man.
DJ, dude, I was fucking drinking coffee and beer. I wasn't even doing anything. I fucking threw the equipment on like a jukebox. And then when the party was supposed to be over, it was supposed to end at 11. that's when all the younger people took over, and they were fucked up at that point. And that's when I started mixing.
Hell yeah.
Before that, it didn't even matter. I just said, screw it. I just threw it on and just let the songs would just, one would stop, another one would start. No one gave a shit.
Yo, Brooklyn Max said he's snatching your bitches for himself.
Dude, these girls have nothing on that girl from that party the other night, though. Holy shit.
Hell yeah?
Yeah. I almost said, fuck my wife.
Holy fuck. I
almost called her from the party and said, look, I got bad news for you. I'm about to fuck 2 girls.
Oh my god.
Damn.
You can have the house. This might be worth it. This 30 seconds might be worth it.
30 seconds.
And that includes me getting undressed.
Oh damn.
Brooklyn's a cold piece.
Oh man, dude, that's great,
Oh
yo.
my goodness.
Yeah,
So-
and since I got back, I also dropped out of my work. You know, I used to work from home, so I probably won't be around as much anymore. I'm heading back out into the world.
Oh shit.
It was Gmo.
Yeah, I've been working from home for the past 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn, bro.
Now you had to get a real job,
No,
as they say.
no, trust me, I was making very good money, but it's just not me. So
Well, you gotta do you, bro.
Yep.
Right?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I like your setup there at your studio there, Brooklyn Menace.
It's not
thanks.
a green screen, Sewerside. It's actually real.
It's all real.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Oh, no,
got
I know.
green screen shit.
You know I can tell. I mean, I know the difference between.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know. A lot of people think it is. A lot of people think it's a green screen, and I just have to let.
Well,
let you know.
You had video going in the background of your shot, so I had to do something. I had to copy.
You should see the spaceship.
Does anybody have any idea what I'm watching back here?
I thought it was Twin Peaks for a minute, 'cause it looked like the dude from Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
It's Twin Peaks.
Yeah, right.
but it's the new Twin Peaks. It's the return.
I couldn't get into the new one. I tried, dude. I couldn't.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, and I mean this with sincerity. It's my favorite thing. I love it so much. This is the fucking Blu-ray box set. I have the vinyl soundtrack from all the artists that played at the bar in the show.
Nice.
I fucking love it. All about it.
Hell yeah.
Suicide, I saw you wrote that you're in Broward. I used to live in Coconut Creek.
You did?
Yeah.
I grew up in Coral Springs, which
Okay,
is
so I used to go to Ramblewood East in Coral Springs. That's where my grandparents lived.
Okay. All right, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that area well. I
Yeah,
know
by the-
Crystal River. Crystal River's the shit.
Crystal River.
Yeah.
That I'm not familiar with.
Just south of Ocala, about an hour south of Ocala.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know that area too well. It's a bit north for me, but I'm sure that I've like driven past it on my ways up through there because I have been through to Ocala and Gainesville's, Jacksonville's, Tallahassee's, all of those. But actually, not Tallahassee. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever been to Tallahassee.
You ever heard of the High Octane Saloon?
No.
It's in
Hold on.
Homosassa.
I feel like I've seen that on some T-shirts or something. I don't think I've ever been there.
That's in Homosassa,
Well,
Florida.
I know you heard of University Drive.
Well, yeah, I grew up between University and Riverside.
All right. Yeah, I
On
used to go out to
Suicide.
eat, go to the mall over there.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I lived in Florida for like 8 years.
You could get your. That's where I got my first ICP shirt at the Hot Topic in the Coral Square Mall.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
shit.
the one that looks like the cover from the Juggalo show, where they're like cartoon clowns with the dreadlocks, and it says it's like the cover for the Hocus Pocus single, and you guys have any idea what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
I got the hat. I got the hat, but it says ICP real big, and it's got both of them on the front.
Right. Yeah, it was like that, but it was on the shirt. And I must have worn that motherfucker to death. I have it. It's upstairs in a bag, but
It's ripped up though, the shit, isn't it?
yeah.
That's what's up.
I don't know anything about our country, what's going on in it now or in the past. But I'll tell you what first ICP shirt I bought. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
No, the first shirt I ever got was the white Riddle box one, where it has them both on the front. You know, when it's the back where they're on that building and they're all.
It's like the chicken.
Is my all-time favorite. Yeah, the
My
Chicken
first
Hut
one was
single
from Hot
card,
Topic
exactly.
too. Was all the 6 Jokers cards.
Mine was from the first JCW event. Had a big old Jekyll Brothers shirt. That shit was fresh.
Mine was the original Carnival of Carnage T-shirt. It was black and it had the red and white fucking clown on the front.
Yeah.
And I was like 14 years old, and I got it from Sam Goody in the mall.
Yeah.
And it was on sale for like fucking $17. No shit.
Yeah.
And it was marked down. It was like 50% off. I remember begging my dad. So he got me that fucking shirt for my birthday, and every time I wore it to school, they fucking send me home.
Oh, no shit.
So even back then, even back in 1996, 97, it was like anything ICP was like fucking gang related. Like it's always, the fucking gang mystique has always been there. You know, it was just it's just been made more like more of a fucking media circus within the last couple of years.
Yeah, but I think schools sometimes they just like crack down on shit that they think will like.
It's just all frivolous.
Give kids like bad influence. I remember specifically my school was like, you can't wear Beavis and Butthead shirts. They talk about fire. Fire is bad, so you can't wear Beavis and Butthead shirts. But I mean, that was elementary school, so you know, I guess maybe we probably shouldn't have even been watching the show at all.
But it was. I mean, great.
Please, I was trying to set my house on fire before Beavis and Butthead was even a thing.
Oh, no shit.
Wait a minute. Fire existed before Beavis and Butthead was a thing?
Isn't that a bitch?
Wow.
I mean, that's the whole mentality, though, is like that this shit didn't exist before this one bad influence came around. Like painting your face and doing violent music didn't exist before ICP. And every single principal of all of those schools didn't have Kiss posters in their bedroom spitting out blood while jerking off to pictures of Paul Stanley and Peter Criss. Because
holy fuck.
Not bad-looking dudes. Actually, without the face paint, bad-looking dudes.
What the? Whoa.
Let's get
it got a little weird at the end there, but you know we can edit it out, right? It's not like this is live.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to tell you, but this is live, bro.
I gotta go.
I'm out of here.
No, that was just my thumb. That was just my thumb. I don't think anybody is going too far to take me seriously here at this point. Like I'm pretty sure I've made it clear I'm a total goofball at this point. I would hope.
Yeah.
All right,
I remember I had a Beavis and Butthead T-shirt back in the day, and it said "Tommy, pull my finger," and it had Beavis and Butthead with their pants down. And I got sent home for that shit too.
That's awesome.
Tommy, pull my finger.
That's all I had was offensive T-shirts back then.
I
got sent home a lot.
That's what I mean, man. Like I joke around about. I mean, it's true. Everything nowadays is offensive to everybody.
Oh yeah.
But back then it happened too, but nobody seems to talk about it as much. You know what I mean?
Like your assumption
seems
of everything being offensive offends me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Triggered. Yeah.
Find you offensive for finding me offensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Well, I find your offensive. I find your being offended by my offense offends me.
It's actually like a line in one of my songs on the new album is I'm offended by the way they're all offended. And it's the truth, man. I read this, I read, you know, I love, my favorite thing to read on Facebook are the lists that pop up. Like, here's 20 movies that did this or whatever, you know? And one of them was like 10 movies from the 90s that like wouldn't fly today.
How
You know, like that's so me. I gotta read that.
how Blazing Saddles would be made today?
What's
Didn't we
that?
cover that on this stream?
Blazing Saddles? Probably not.
Oh no. Well, you know, but that's I mean, that's the thing. Like everything is dated. You know, nothing is actually timeless. Everything is in fact dated by like a fucking legit copyright date of when the shit was made.
Yeah,
you know?
Some seats just hold up better than others.
Without a doubt. But what that was the thing is this article wasn't really filled with a bunch of things that I thought were particularly offensive. And maybe I'm getting old, and maybe I'll eventually be one of those like old guys who's set in his old ways and thinks that things that are offensive aren't offensive or whatever. But I was reading it and I was like, man, this is such a shame, because it was such crybaby bullshit. Like it was about like, you know, movies like She's All That, where they make fun of the girl and then they have to like give her a makeover in order for her to be accepted. And I'm like, you're literally just complaining about the plot of the movie. You know, like you could just not fucking watch the movie. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that are offensive in movies to complain about. You know, I just don't get it. You know, I don't get it.
Yeah, they were even in an uproar back in with like some of the old like Disney cartoons, because the main character is a teenage girl, and the plot is that she's rebelling against, you know, whatever she's into. I mean, their family's into, and then she goes off and, you know, she goes off and becomes a princess, and, you know, happy ending. But the premise of the older Disney movies is like rebellion and liberty and like.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I mean, that's Romeo and Juliet. It's two 13-year-old kids who fall in love and then take drugs and kill themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, the drugs was a poison that they took, but nonetheless, that's basically how everybody's dying today, is by poisoning themselves.
Yeah.
It took a dark turn at the end there.
Definitely offensive.
Yo, Sewerside, have you ever performed at the Palladium in Margate, Florida?
Margate.
I'm not even sure I'm familiar with the Palladium. I know O'Malley's in Margate, Florida, and I performed there a while ago. But I'm not familiar with the Palladium. I'm gonna look it up.
I performed laundry in Margate, because that's what a laundromat used to be.
I performed laundry.
Palladium nightclub.
Yeah, the second place I lived in didn't have a fucking the laundry room was all fucked up. I didn't have a laundry machine, so I used to have to go do it in Margate.
Oh shit!
I've never even heard of this place. It's like right in my backyard.
Oh man, Tommy's over there rolling back prices with the Walmart mask.
Yep.
This is an emoji pillow that I turned into a mask.
Yeah, but big
My glasses are fogging up though.
Oh man.
Hey, my live stream that got pulled, I didn't get a strike, but it just says I have to remove like the music to get it back on. But I tried; it's not working.
Yeah. And it doesn't work. Yeah, they have that filter, because that happened to me on my channel one time. It was like you could
like remove the music and then just add subtitles, so it could be like a sing along.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. The filter thing that they use doesn't work. It'll just edit the video and then it'll make it all off of sync. So then you just have to remove the whole fucking video.
Craziness.
It is.
Yeah, don't play Rihanna in your shit.
3/4.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but she's so hot.
I should pop that on right now and get this whole shit pulled.
No.
Hell yeah.
You mean this gold? This gold of an episode.
Esteban, these are the headphones that I should have had with me, man. I fucked up so bad.
Clay, yeah, DJ
I remember
Clay
that.
I saw that.
We got a treasure of stories to fucking remember and talk about forever with BCG Con 2.
I bet.
Yeah.
I was
You
so
guys know
fucking
that. Like
geeked.
Esteban and I, we were in my room. I forgot what we were up there for.
We
But
went up there to get your better camera for the Shaggy performance. You're like,
oh,
I gotta
that
get
wasn't
one.
when we went up for you to blow me. But that was the okay.
Well, that's not what I told you.
I was gonna say, did you guys get gay too?
That was it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that was the time we went with my camera. Yeah, we heard like it didn't sound like knocking. It just sounded like someone was taking their fingers and tapping them on the wall or something. Like is someone knocking
I
on
didn't
the
want to
door.
disturb you guys.
Yeah, they're being polite.
Shit, guys, I'm gonna hop off of here. So peace.
Peace.
Hey, take care, Tom.
Peace.
Nice meeting y'all.
Bye, Tommy. Love you, bro.
Yeah, hearing somebody tapping on Brooklyn's door and then like opening the door and there's DJ Clay. That was tripped out.
Yeah, I should have answered without saying, "What the fuck do you want?"
Right.
Right.
Away from my door.
Trying to get a blowjob here.
Did you see I'm talking to my friend?
Yeah, yeah. Maximum says that was him. He was looking for Brooklyn.
He was looking for my headphones, but I brought the wrong ones with me. Hell yeah. Rihanna without makeup or a wig, not very hot.
So I'm watching this movie called Hooker with a Hacksaw, and right now this girl is like pole dancing, only she's using like a giant triceratops statue. Oh wait, no,
Nice.
she was just fantasizing that she was. This is awesome. This is like just one of those random. If you liked this movie, then you should watch this movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
Through Amazon Prime.
Yeah, you get sucked into that shit.
Oh,
Someone
man.
has to put in the chat room, Tommy leaves, check.
Right?
Just like old times.
Just like the old times.
Yo,
I
did
heard
y'all
Deadhead's
see Deadpool?
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
I have not seen it yet.
I watched like a.
Yeah, me neither, but I've heard.
I got the jailbroken Amazon Fire Stick, so I did watch like a really bad, bootleg of it.
No.
And that just made me want to go see it in theaters even
Yeah.
more.
That
I was like,
movie,
I can barely hear it.
it was so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
No spoilers,
Well,
guys.
I'm not spoiling. No, I would never. Just go see it. That's it. I saw it last night. It was great. I give it my thumbs up.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's all I gotta say. I would never do that to anybody.
Hell no.
I take offense. I'm offended that you would suggest that I would offend you by spoiling the movie.
Hell no.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
We have a high profile rapper here.
I was a film student in college. That's what I went to college for. In the 12 years that I went to college, I discovered, I should say, that I could get a bachelor's degree by watching movies and writing papers about them. I'm not talking about like making movies. I'm talking about watching movies and writing shit about them.
Okay.
The respect I have for movies wouldn't allow me. You know where I'm going with that sense. I don't have to finish it.
Right.
Hell yeah.
But all I know is that fucking pen is big as fuck, dude. My God.
The what?
That hat pin takes up like that whole hat.
This thing?
Yeah.
I know. I'm doing it's like for my neck exercises. I keep weights up here,
Right?
With my neck all big and buff.
Oh, that guy Justin was selling those.
Props to Justin.
Yeah.
You want it. There were a bunch of colors of it, but I think he sold out of quite a bit of them.
Nice.
Sewerside was giving out free downloads to his new CD.
Yes, that's in the chat too. If you if you go into the chat, there's a link to the album and the promo code. You probably have to do some digging now.
Hell yeah.
But it's
I think I did get 2 people from the chat to do it.
So that's another thing that you said earlier, that you were actually going to meet up with Sin. Was he in Florida, or did you have to go to him?
Wow. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That was the answer to that.
All right. Yep. I mean,
okay.
So you had to go. So you had to meet up. So he was in Florida, and you did meet up with him.
I felt like I was in trouble for a minute.
Yeah, that was because I'm trying to think, like, the 2 questions that you asked, the answer to both of them was yes, and I figured the easiest way to do it was by just saying yes.
Right. But I have a cool story about it or something.
Oh, what about hanging out with Sin?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Sin's a cool dude, man. He's a cool character. Me and my boy Two Tone went up to record something that he wanted to do for his brother-in-law. I guess if it's all family, it's all good.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's pretty surreal because, like, I'm a big Zug Island fan, and you know, so it's weird, like, hanging out with somebody that, like, years ago you know, not just like you've recently discovered them and you're a big fan and then you hung out with them, but like I fucking listened to Zug Island in high school. There wasn't really a thought of like, oh, one day I'll be hanging out with Sin. You know, it just wasn't.
Right.
What's your favorite Zug song?
That's tough, man. That's a tough one because like Crack Tiles and 333 are so vastly different.
Yeah.
And like Promised Land has got a ton of fucking great songs in it. It's more like 333 than it is like Crack Tiles. So it's tough to say. I really like the song Hate on 333.
Yeah. That's
a fucking heavy song. I like that. I like their more heavy songs, you know. I might be doing the remix for the song Promised Land on their upcoming Promised Land. The whole Promised Land album is a 4-parter that they're like releasing as EPs. And so part 2 is supposed to come out over the summer, and I'm gonna be doing the remix for the song Promised Land on that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that. I don't know if it's actually like super official, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I have all the tracks to do it, so at this point, I'm at least gonna make it. Whether or not it ends up on the album is really Mike P's call, but it's at least getting made. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I know you just came out with this album, so now you're working on the next one, or you just taking some time off?
No. Okay. Also, the answer to that is yes. So I'm taking a little break. I'm taking a little breath. But really, like the Smart Alec album, I was working on that last year, and then got. I don't know if I would say inspiration, but there was another project that I was working on that was not a music project. It was going to be like a book, I guess, like a story. It was a story I was working on. And it just hit me one night, like, what if I did a story album? And the rhymes just fucking started coming to me, and I started hearing the hooks. And I started writing it, you know, and I got like, I had the whole story is written. Like, I know the beginning, the end, the middle, like the whole story is done. But as far as the songs are concerned, I got like 7 songs into it, just lyrics, no music, just writing lyrics and melody, hooks in my head, and just having the whole thing written down. Fresh. And I was like, I kind of just like reached a point with it where I needed to take a breath from it in order to come back to it refreshed, and realized like I'm like 90% done with this Smart Alec album. I need to do this. So I kind of just like finished up the writing on that, recorded it, and put it out so that I would have something to lead up into this next thing. The Smart Alec album I'm really super proud of. There's some solid songs on it. But I'm super excited to get to work on the next project. And I have it's already been like, if you were at DCG Con and you got a flyer, you've already got the ad for it. So I can grab one real quick and put it on the screen. But yeah, I will be starting work on the next album within the next couple weeks.
Please, 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 somewhere in that album, just say backpack rap. Just fit it in somewhere. In a rhyme, a title of a song. Change the title of the album. Just get that somewhere.
It's a story album, bro. It follows a story. Hold on, I'm gonna grab the thing.
It's really cool artwork for
Story
it.
about backpack.
It's a story about backpacks.
And how
my whole thing, like going back to the backpack rap definition, I always thought, like when I was a teenager, that backpack rap was like the type of music that the ESPN X Games would have, like during their like promos of they would show like skateboarders around town, you know, doing their tricks and whatnot, and there'd be somebody on another like on some rollerblades filming the dude, and then they would have some like local rapper, you know, just spitting, you know, and that would be like his soundtrack that they would put out on a DVD. To me, that was like backpack rap.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's like basically what I do, I guess.
Well, you know,
right?
Do I have to wear a fucking backpack on stage?
I bought a backpack for DCG Con. Does that qualify me as well? Now that I own a backpack again?
I have this fresh Darth Vader backpack that I was rocking through DCG Con. Maybe I just wear it on stage and now I'm a backpack rapper.
Hell yeah.
And you got to roll up a magazine and rap through that.
So do you take your lyrics out of your backpack and then rap it because you're also at a poetry slam?
Hell yeah.
Like I feel like backpack rappers do open mics, and nothing against that because I was an open mic rapper for a long time. The only reason that I don't do it now is because I'm old and I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Right.
Unless there's an ICP show, then I don't make it back to bed until like 3 in the morning.
Right.
But that's just because I'm down to clown. You know what I'm saying?
You don't make it back. You don't make it back in bed till 3 because ICP don't go on till 2.
Okay. You said it. You said it. All right. I didn't say it. I just implied. I just implied. If you were there, you know. So it's one of those things.
So
something Mac and Hose.
What up, Mac and Hose? So yeah, they said that they postponed that Malenko show. Any new developments on that?
Not yet. Somebody put it in my ear that it was supposed to be rescheduled till August 8th, but I went to that website and there hasn't been any like solid confirmation on that specific date. So I think she was just saying she got that information from somebody that got that information from someone that called the venue in Lawrence, Kansas, and they told him to tell her that it was going to be August 8th, but who knows? I don't know nothing yet.
So how far were you guys driving when you got that notification?
30 miles. We were like 30 miles outside of Denver. We fucking flipped the shit hook.
Hell yeah.
They fucking confused me so bad. I thought I was in like Back to the Future because we're all hugging it out, saying our long goodbyes, you know.
Yeah, I was starting to tear up. And I told Brooklyn Menace that he's like my Scarecrow in my Wizard of Oz story. Like I was gonna miss him the most.
We're hugging, we're kissing. I just remember I went up to my room for a bit and I was doing something. And then I come back downstairs. Usually when I come back downstairs, you know, I'd kind of check out the lobby, see if anyone's in there. No one was in there, so I went right outside. I go outside, as I walk out, I see Flannel, I see Mac, and I see them sitting there. I'm like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Like they left a long time ago. And yeah, they wound up coming back. I was like, am I fucking smoking, like getting secondhand smoke from all these people out here? Am I fucking high? What's going on here? It was just weird, but I was so happy to see them back.
Yeah, yeah, man.
You knew that.
I was so happy to see them back rap. See,
Oh,
my backpack. Oh, Sewerside, you know you need me on that next album.
What?
I got money in my backpack. That's all I can do.
I'm writing that shit down. I'm gonna write it down. All right, on a piece of paper. Bear with me on this one. I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper. Now, guess where I'm gonna put that piece of paper?
In a backpack?
In my backpack.
Yeah. That's why he's the professional.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
The only professional rapper.
I wouldn't have even known about it until you mentioned it, Ron, and I went back and watched it. I was like, oh, yeah, that girl.
Yeah.
That girl.
I saw you re-hashtag it. I was like, wait, he retitled it Backpack Rap, because that was my favorite part of that stream, besides the Sewerside shout out that we got on that stream.
Hi. Shouts out.
Hell yeah, man.
Shout out to the Tales from the Lotus podcast and the whole fucking slew of people on here.
If it wasn't for Crazy McCormick, I would have never even gone to the ICP show, because you were supposed to have your 3-day pass with you, and Carnival Spirits all left. They ran out of space, and they just didn't want me in the car with them, pretty much.
Oh no!
It was a nice way, you know, saying, yeah, we're out of space, so yeah, you can fuck off.
I blame Deadhead.
No, yeah. So I was just like, I was hanging out. They were, yeah. I think I went across the street to eat, and they were in the A&W. So we were just chilling out there, and then I didn't even think they were going, and I forgot my pass. Went up to him. I was like, ah, fuck it, I fucked up. And then yeah, he out of nowhere, I just heard knocking on my door, and I was like, oh, that must be Clay again.
Right.
That was crazy. It's like, what are you doing? So yeah, I got to go, which is great, man, because that show was amazing.
I'm glad that you got in the fucking Roxy, because I know when we showed up, the line was fucking wrapped around the fucking block.
Oh well, you don't know the asshole move I made when I got there. I walked past everybody online and up to that bitch that grabbed my balls for 30 seconds, and then I went in.
Fuck yeah.
Did you tell him that you were with
Yeah, dude, me, Katie, fucking everybody that came down was just like, where the fuck did Brooklyn go? I was walking the
streets, like videoing and just looking at shit, and then I saw this huge line. I was like, oh man, we're never getting in there. And I just walked right past the whole line, right to the front, right up to that security guard that was fucking sexually molesting everybody, but nobody cared.
Holy shit.
Did you guys get the same treatment I got? I know you all did, right? Because I heard some other people talking about her.
I didn't.
She really gave you a good pat down.
Holy shit.
I was like,
I did. You didn't even have to wait in line, did you?
I just walked right in that motherfucker. Billy Bill was fucking with the sound and light guy telling him what's what, you know, and fucking Jumsteady and Rude Boy just hanging out back, you know, just casual juggalo things, right? You know, juggalebrity type shit, you know?
They were talking about that on Carnival Spirits, how Billy Bill was like running the sound, and they were like, that's kind of fun.
Was that the guy I was standing next to that was because somebody that I stayed in the back because I got pretty much, it felt like my ribs fractured at the Shaggy show, and I learned my lesson because I wasn't paying attention. I had my camera over my head, and the mosh pit had formed. And I don't know what the fuck hit me, but it felt like a freight train.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, fuck that. I couldn't breathe for like 45 seconds. I retreated to the back and I just resumed videoing. But that show, I learned my lesson. So I stayed further back. The guy in front of me was actually playing some of the little piano hooks to the songs as they were going. So that must have been him.
Fresh.
Word.
Damn.
It was nonetheless, it was a fun night, a cool experience. And there was a lot of people jammed into that fucking venue.
There
was enough people in there to actually break the fire code.
There were so many that I almost wanted to turn around and walk back out and not even go inside. I was like, "Fuck this! There's just too many people in here."
Nobody better fucking light a sparkler in this fucking place. I know that much.
No shit.
So, old White Snake reference there. Or
did you guys? Yeah, right. The scorpion shit. Remember that?
So how was it not having Fago at the show, y'all?
Oh, they just substituted it with feathers. It's all good.
Feathers and confetti. That is true. No, I mean it was a good show. I'll tell you what, the fucking set list was off the chain.
Hell yeah.
I heard that.
A lot of bangers.
Yeah, it was a lot of good songs. They they went out there and they did their thing. At the last DCG con, they didn't do any Fago, and I guess like the idea there was, when Beverly Kills and Terror Wheel time, I guess they didn't do that shit really then either. So it was cool for that, and for this one, it was just a little different experience. I'll tell you what, it is different watching them perform live without Fago because they do perform differently. So it was cool.
I did notice Shags was shaking up like a ghost Fago, I think, a couple times, man.
Right. That's like
he's shaking up, spraying out. He was like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
That's like McInhoe's pointed out. He's like, I noticed that Jay would like look around trying to look for the fucking Fago bin, and there wasn't any there. So it's like he didn't know what to do a couple of times. He's like, "Oh fuck."
Right.
Oh yeah.
So what was it like seeing Sewerside perform then, you guys? Including you, Sewerside. What was it like seeing you perform?
I bet it was amazing.
I missed it.
I know. A lot of
I unfortunately missed it because I was still back at the hotel.
Yeah.
Well,
we were getting ready to roll, and like by the time I pulled up, I ended up opening up Facebook, and I saw that Zane from Juggalo Yacht Club was live streaming Ouija. I'm like, fuck. And just missed a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, the show was early. Like it was originally supposed to start at 9:30, at the con in the convention center at the hotel. And really I wish that was the case. But nonetheless, it was one of those things where the crowd was much better at the end of the show than at the beginning, because the fucking doors were still, like letting people in. The line was still thick by the time I got off the stage, and that's just one of those things, it's one of those things that fucking happens every now and then,
Well, the line earlier on went all the way around the block.
It's crazy.
You had to get frisked for like 30, 40 seconds before they let you in, like one at a time.
Well, I had heard that there was some violent activity there on the Thursday night before the show. So what the fuck else do you want them to do? They as far as I could tell, inside the club they weren't fucking hassling anybody. But when you go to a concert, you got to expect security on the way in. It's gonna be shitty. The thing that the venues should do is prepare for that shit and realize that the show's not gonna be all that fucking hype if there ain't anybody in the fucking door.
Right.
And I've had that issue happen a few times. I'm essentially an opening artist, so it's one of those things that you deal with. I am very, very proud of my fucking performance, I should say, because I'm super modest, obviously. But no, I'm very happy with the crowd that was in there. Everybody that was in there was fucking hype as shit. And then by the end of the show, we did our Baby Rock song, and everybody was fucking wilding out for that shit. So it was a good time. I have no fucking no beefs or quarries with that performance or the amount of people that were in there during my show. That shit was off the chain. And it's always one of those obstacles is when you perform and you're a fucking local artist or an opening act or whatever the case is. is hoping that the audience will be thick enough by the time you get on stage. And I've learned to just get out there and do the fucking best I can, no matter what, and fucking rock it for everybody that's in the crowd.
Hell yeah.
Amen.
Right.
Yeah.
I finally got a chance to watch your gathering ciphers. Did you freestyle those, or were they written?
No, they were written, man. I don't freestyle. That's not something I do. And I'm pretty vocal about that. Like, I just I think that's it's a different art form. I respect it so much. You know, somebody that can go out there and do that shit off the top of their head, that is not me. I have to write my shit. So, you know, I was standing out by the RV fucking practicing that shit for hours before.
I bet.
Man, and the second one, what's that?
I said, did you know what the beat was going to be, or do they just kind of spring it
on
you?
So the first time around, I feel like they gave us the beat with a little bit more notice, and the second time around, not as much. I can't really remember. Yeah, it was, because for the second time around, I remember like not having any idea what I was supposed to write to. I was I was getting a little nervous. And I was like, the only thing I can really do is just do my style. And so I wound up but like doing a rap that was derivative of another one that I had written for that one, because I had no fucking clue what I was going to be performing to. So I had to just kind of do my most generic Sewerside style. Whereas the first one, I had the beat advance. And I wanted to make it gathering related. Like, I wanted my verse to be Juggalo and gathering centric. And the second time around, I didn't want to fucking play that shit out, play that card again. But the experiences both times were very interesting and amazing to be a part of, you know, because it's all thrown together last minute, you know, and that's the whole purpose of the event itself. Is like, we went there, we auditioned, and then we all got thrown together and got put on stage. And like the first time around, they had done 2 audition days, if I'm not mistaken, and so they had 4 winners from each day. And I remember somebody getting a little upset, not upset, but like a little worked up, like, yo, it's only supposed to be 4 rappers. Like, there's not supposed to be 8 people on it. And so then there was that whole confusion, and then they were like, okay, it's all 8 of you. And so it went off without a hitch. And I actually fucked up real bad on the second take of that recording. So Kuma, who was the guy who put together the video, did me a lot of justice putting together that first Juggalo Cypher video, because I fucked up big time on my verse the second time around. And then I made the fucking, the worst mistake you can do when on stage and you mess up is like, ask if you can start over. It's like the most amateur fucking rookie move ever. But I was like a deer in headlights when I fucked up. So Kuma did me some justice and fixed that up. The second time around, that night was a shit show. and we are everybody that was a part of that cypher was blessed that it came together as fucking fresh as it did, because that night was crazy. We filmed it after Fago Armageddon of ICP that night. It was crazy.
No, that's not Crimson X. That's Sewerside. Well, they decided to have him on instead.
Yeah.
You don't book the guests.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
I don't know any of the songs, but I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's just mad he's not a guest. On the show.
No, Deadhead thought you were Crimson X without the makeup. Sorry.
Oh, this guy's Sewerside's better looking.
I was gonna say Crimson X must be a good fucking looking dude.
Sewerside's better looking and skinnier than Crimson
It's
X.
his favorite artist. Give him a break.
Yeah, I'm a big fan myself. I have never listened to a single song Oh no, I did. I listened to the I listened to his diss song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was epic.
Trash.
One song Crimson's to check out is his cover of fucking what song is it that he does? Let's Go All the Way. Oh my god, it is so good.
Wait, is that
so good?
Is that on the ICP cover song album?
Yeah.
I'm on that thing.
Oh, you are? See, god damn it.
No, I am. I do Who Asked You. Hold on, I gotta find it on here.
Yep. I was just gonna say you talked about that last time. That you did
Holy
a cover
shit.
of that.
That's right, man. I gotta find that song. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does Let's Go All the Way?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sketty J. That's who did it. It was Sketty J's mixtape.
Sketty J?
Yeah. Shout out to Sketty J. All right, let's see. I can't find it. I've done enough looking. I'm done looking now.
Right. There you go. Well, just know that it's fresh.
It exists.
Definitely.
I doubt it.
Fresh. It's out there. Listen, guys, I gotta bounce. I have to make my farewell.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you coming on as always.
It was great having you on.
Yeah, man. Whoop whoop, Suicide.
Yeah, whoop whoop.
Nice running into you.
Anytime,
Yeah, there it
man. Anytime you want to come on.
Yeah, anytime, man.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. I'm probably just gonna latch on every time, and you'll get sick of me. You'll be like, "What the fuck? This guy needs to get some friends."
Nope. Anytime. Every Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, Sunday. Sometimes Sunday.
Sometimes
all right,
Sunday.
gents. Much love. Shout out to all y'all motherfuckers. Tales from the Lotus podcast. Peace.
Peace, bro.
Deuces, bro. Peace.
Whoop whoop.
Big Ninja, man. I'm glad you asked him so many questions.
Yeah.
Big Ninja just turned into a ghoul.
Right.
Well, Big Ninja's a third member of Tristan now.
Big Ninja, what they just said to Suicide doesn't apply to you, okay? So don't get any ideas. That's my channel. Is Run choking? Someone give him the Heimlich maneuver.
And not to get back to this or anything like that, but I just got to get this off my chest. I think I'm way in over my head.
Turtle power.
Well, I mean, the good news is that I finished all the Sonic the Hedgehog hacks.
That's cool.
Right. But now I'm on to Sonic 2.
Nice. Sonic?
Yeah, they got some interesting ones, man. Like there's a lot of interesting different hacks that they have incorporated into this. There's like the main ones that I'm really interested in are sprite swaps and character trades, because they got because you know how they in the cartoons and in the comic books they ended up creating this whole universe for the vast majority of characters. You know, like the fucking Sonic Team fucking heroes or whatever. I don't know. I never watched the cartoon, but like instead of playing as Sonic the Hedgehog in the first one, like they've got it so you're playing as like the crocodile from Knuckles Chaotix. You can play as Knuckles. You can play as Tails. You can play as the fucking Bumblebee. There's an armadillo, a fucking squirrel, a flying squirrel. Like all different sorts of characters in each one, and these people actually, reading into the specs, there's been a lot of people that have put a lot of effort into it. Like if you play as Amy Rose, the pink hedgehog from Sonic CD, she actually, like when she jumps, she doesn't do the spin jump like Sonic, so even jumping is still going, jumping on something is still going to hurt you. But instead, she's got a fucking mallet, and there's a specific, you have to press the B button to use the fucking mallet.
Right.
I'm down for this. Like that to me, even that would create a different element to the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, because like everybody that plays Sonic the Hedgehog, you're just like, yeah, just jump on shit and grab rings.
Yeah.
Like this one, it's like, okay, now you got to jump on shit and you got to fucking hit them with a mallet and you got to fucking do this. You can't spin, all this other, you know, like all of the things that you know about Sonic the Hedgehog as a playable character has just been stripped and removed.
Yeah, buddy.
So
that was cool at DCG when you set that system up over there where everyone could just chill out and play.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I figured I wasn't able to do my tournament. I might as well just just initiate free play.
Yeah,
And you know, and then what made it cool for me was the fact that I was able to walk away, have a cigarette, come back, and no one stole my shit.
Well,
Yeah, because you made me watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made the whole thing. That's what made the whole thing was that in spite of all the fucking bones, it actually made it like a better experience just for everyone to like fucking gather and not like go off, you know, and
yeah.
get too
Although
far
I
away
did
from
end
each
up,
other.
as I walked, like the morning that they shut everything down and the team, like the psychopathic team was dismantling everything, I went into the game room to grab my laptop because I ended up getting permission to go back there from Jump Steady just so I could grab my shit. Him and Rachel Paul, and I went there and as I was walking out, I saw that they had classic video games set up on CRTs. And
Yeah,
that's
right
what
when you first walked in behind the
know,
sign.
I've got 2 systems. One's hooked up in my room. Let me hook up the other one in the lobby. Why not?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fucking dope, though. From what I could see from the footage, it looks like everybody still had a great time, regardless of what fucking fuckboy said.
Let me tell you something. From my perspective, I was so oblivious to anything going on. I was just chilling out on vacation, enjoying myself. I would have never even known anything was going on. I was just having fun.
Hell yeah.
Right. Yeah, every time I saw you, though, man, you were recording something.
Yeah.
Well, here's how I looked at it. It's like I remember, like, when I missed the march, any footage of any of you guys there live, no matter what it was, like, drew me in. So I kind of was thinking about the people that weren't able to make it out. They just wanted to see what was going on, even if it was just us walking around from room to room, hanging out. What the fuck, you know? I just had it going.
Right.
Yeah, it was all just being able to see and meet people like Crazy McCormick. That was one of the first people that I met besides Scotty. It was like I think I got to meet CPN and Crazy McCormick around the same fucking instant when we showed up, and then but then like just being able to like get into the fucking convention center, to me that was just more frosting on the fucking cake that I already had showed up with. That was already fucking frosted.
Somebody trying to hack up a hairball or snort coke?
Well,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's the dog playing with his toy.
Damn.
I thought it was Bing Rimjob snorting coke.
That's what it sounded like.
No, Beans snorts chocolate donuts.
Bing don't stick nothing up his nose unless its legs wrapped around his neck.
Bing is sitting next to me on the Carnival Spirits live stream that we did.
I know, man.
And
love
it, but it's kind of towards the end. It's at the point where we're actually both up on the chairs, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh yeah, I see Shaggy coming down the ramp. A few people have spoke about this, but it was just funny from my perspective because I turned over to Bing. I was like, yo, look. I said, isn't that Shaggy? And he just completely drops character. You see the fucking mask, but he's like, holy shit. You know? And you hear the normal voice coming out.
That's it, yeah. True story. That's what I was saying. I was like, fucking Shaggy's fucking ninja skills are like 100. Like he could fucking walk through a lobby and nobody even fucking knows it's him. Like an unpainted Teggy.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Like I seen him coming around, and what caught my eye is he was wearing the fucking the Riddlebox Tour T-shirt. I recognize that because I have the same fucking shirt. So that's what caught my eye, and then I seen the face, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking
right."
I know that face. That's fucking Joey Usler.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
That had.
We didn't even bother him. He was standing over to the right of us at the ATM machine for a few minutes.
I could be wrong, Brooklyn, but I was watching one of your streams, like you did so many. But I was watching one of them, and it looked like there was Jay in a frame one time.
Maybe.
But it was just like for a split second.
I don't know.
I didn't catch Jay anywhere, and I think Trey Pound was there, and I didn't catch him.
I know we ran into Blase when she was first getting there, and she didn't know how to find the elevators.
That's right.
Yeah, she was asking for directions and shit.
That was another one of those oh shit moments where I literally yelled out, "Oh shit!"
I remember when
I was doing that.
And you were
I was
like,
doing that a lot. For those 3 days, I probably said "oh shit" or "ooh ooh ooh," probably more than I've ever done in my life. Like even when I seen Crazy McCormick for the first time, I was like, "Ooh shit, Crazy McCormick!" And you're like, I was like a fucking, fangirl for most of day one. I was just walking around the convention center like, "Hey, will you sign my Zelda book?" You know.
The next morning when a lot of people were there, I didn't see. You saw who I was with. Like, yeah, I was with Crazy, Echo Side, Beastmaster, Don Chaos. We did that stream together, and Panic 17. The next morning, because I got fucked up during that live stream. Mixing beer and Faygo is not a good idea if you're a lightweight. Yeah, I felt like I was about to throw up Jolly Ranchers. But anyway, like the next morning, so they all got there really late, and I must have been passed out at that point. But yeah, the next morning when I walked out at the same time with Rudy, so it's like they all just bum rushed him. Like, I came out the door with.
Yeah, we seen Rudy coming off the shuttle bus. Like he had just walked. Shit. Yeah, he looked like he fucking fell asleep on the shuttle bus from the plane to the fucking Clown Plaza. So he comes walking up to the fucking, like he's still half asleep. I was like, holy shit, Rudy. And then like, of course, Crazy P thing, he was all like, shh, because that was his thing. That's what he started. Yeah. The fucking shh.
I felt like when I met most of you, it's like we already all knew each other really well.
Yeah.
There didn't seem to be like that getting to know you phase. It was just like there you are, we're chilling.
Well, I love Crazy's idea of it being like a YJC autograph signing segment of the fucking DC Con. That's how it was when I got to meet everybody. It was like we were all collectively in our own rights a fucking celebrity to someone.
Yeah. I mean, there's people that watch us all the time. There's some of us that are, getting fucking, T-shirt sales and super chats and shit like that. It's like, there's even a guy, Stick Boy. He fucking has messaged me and told me that even my videos have done positive things for him, and that I honestly didn't know how to take it, because like that's something that I've never heard before. There's like we legitimately have people that we're changing lives in a way. It's like it doesn't feel like it to me, but like it's there. It kind of does now. At first it didn't, but it's like we technically could be considered celebrity in a way, in a way, like that's how it is.
You're a douchebag.
And that's my celebrity.
That's why you didn't even get to go to DCTCon.
Oh, look at Captain Flannel finally showing up.
There he is.
What's up, Flannel?
He's still here.
I don't know if he has a link or not. Did he get the link?
I don't know. He's in the chat.
He hit me in the balls during that match. He's a fucking cheater.
That was one of those weird moments that I'm not too bashful to talk about. Is like we got a
room.
Like we had a big fucking hotel room with like 2 full-sized beds, and it was like, I was like, we're all adults, like no homo, like we can share beds. And it was like we still had like people sleeping on the fucking floor and shit. And that was one of them things where I was like, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Well, when Esteban takes off his clothes, it's like he's still dressed because he has so many tattoos.
Well, yeah.
Right.
He took his shirt off, and I thought he was still wearing a shirt underneath.
Right. Well, I wear mostly black shirts. That's because I have a very colorful gay shirt underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I found out that Esteban tattoos himself sometimes. It's like, how do you do that, like, without hesitating? Because it's like you're the one giving yourself that fucking pain.
Well, that's you got to get over that. Mind over matter, and it's stupid too because like I did some touch-ups on my right arm because I'm a lefty, so I shouldn't even be tattooing. Period. Because I'm a left-handed, you know.
I'm a lefty too.
I fucking like I touched up my fucking right arm a week prior to DCG Con. And that's like, I hadn't fucking gotten a tattoo in like 5 years. So it hurts twice as much and it takes fucking twice as long when you're doing it on yourself. But like at like the first 5 minutes, the whole time you're just thinking, this is fucking stupid. This is fucking stupid. This is fucking stupid. And then you get over it. And then you just want to keep doing it until you get tired. Your arm gets tired.
Oh yeah.
Ow, I just fucking smacked my knee. That was live.
That was like a cross between fucking Bing and Esteban.
Holy shit. Wow. Oh, I just racked my knee on the fucking bedpost.
Oh shit.
Whatever.
You know what cracked me up? The picture that I found of Bing Rimjob wearing a Brooklyn Menace hat with Ouija.
Fucking A.
That picture's my favorite.
Well, yeah.
The fucking the Carnival Spirits live stream had just ended, so me and Mac decided to go back to the fucking room, and guess who was waiting on that slow ass fucking elevator? Ouija Mac. So
Dude, I gave up on that elevator.
Yeah, fuck that. I took the stairs.
Yeah, I took the stairs.
Hashtag take the stairs.
Ouija was out there, man. Like,
I
kept seeing him.
Yeah, he was staying like next door to me.
Yeah, and then you were like, "What's up, man?" During that,
I was like the old lady, like neighbor who's like busybody. I kept hearing all of them like in the hallway, and I would go like put my ear against the door to hear.
I believe it. Yeah, they were getting turned up. Like that night that me and Brooklyn went back up to his room to get the camera. Them motherfuckers were like coming back from, wherever, man. They were fucking giggling and fucking having all kinds of fun.
I didn't see live at all during any of the streams, really.
I didn't see him one time except for on shows.
He was around. He was when was that? Friday morning. We had walked past the lobby where you check in, and he was there.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see him for hours after that. He would just kind of like randomly pop up, and people are just like, "I just seen light again." I'm like, "Where?" And then he'd be gone.
Ouija was in the elevator going up to my floor, and he was just standing in the corner, I guess, talking to maybe his girlfriend or whoever, and he was just. And then his phone ran out of power. But before he did, he was just saying, he was on like a video chat with her telling her, he's like, "Yeah, when I get home, I'm going to jump all up in that pussy."
Yeah.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, I hope Blase was asking about me. Just kidding.
So I heard Blase was asking about me. What about that Scottish misfit?
We didn't even acknowledge her like we knew who she was. We just told her how to get to the elevator and walked on. But she's pretty smoking hot without all the makeup on.
Oh yeah,
Fuck yeah. Fuck
Yeah, if she comes back, just come with that look. Fuck all the Cruella de Vil shit.
Yeah,
she's another person that she has the fucking like a natural ability to where you could walk by her and not notice her if that's how she wants it to be. Because I remember I ran into her during the Shaggy concert. I walked right past her, and I did a double take, and I walked past, and I was like, "Can I get your picture?" And she's like, I'm not supposed to be here, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I was like, it'll just be real quick, and I snapped the fucking picture, and I left her be. But yeah,
the girl that I traveled there with from outside of the Philadelphia airport, she was when you first walked in, she was the one working the dragon slide, and then she had the second night she had the pants that were just like pretty much no pants, like her whole ass was out.
Damn.
Right.
She must be somebody with them. I forgot her name because when I was watching back my video, she was one of the people on the stage with everybody at the end of the show with a Shaggy show. And then
maybe she works with psychopathic.
She might.
She's her Instagram is luscious blonde baby, aka Peaches. If you wanna, that's who that is. Don't nobody, you know.
We went out to lunch with the with like the Carnival Spirits guys and the I forgot her name. I think is Sarah. She's a nice girl. She was the one that she was the bearded lady during the ICP set.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I wish we're stupid, man. There was a shuttle bus. If you went, we would always go to the left to all those fast food restaurants. If you went to the right, they had a really good Mexican restaurant over there. I would have went over there every day.
I was happy with A&W.
A&W wasn't bad. Yeah, that's
dude, hey, crazy. Do you remember when we were in KFC and that fucking lady working the register? She's all like, "Oh yeah, I heard your little fucking concert got shut down because it's like a gang rally." And I remember I was like, "No, it's not. It's not about gangs. No."
Well, the guy behind the register in A&W looked like a gangbanger.
Like I seriously I listened to her talk, and I was like, "How can somebody be so fucking retarded?"
Right.
Yeah, no shit.
It's just annoyed the shit out of me.
That fucking A&W Kentucky Fried Chicken staff, that was a fucking gang convention.
No shit. That was, talk about a motley crew.
I was almost afraid to order, man.
That was funny. I went up there because I was still hungry after eating my fucking chicken dinner. I was like, how much just for like another piece of chicken? And that lady looked at me like I had fucking 10 heads.
That's so funny. We go out. We go out to Wendy's, and you know they have some of the new styles where it's kind of like you sit down, they have the glass fireplace, and he was talking about how fancy it was.
For real. Yeah,
for him it's like being in a 5-star restaurant.
Like where I'm at, like they still have all the fast food restaurants they still look like they're from the 90s.
Yeah, they redid all the ones. They all look like that now. Like they have.
Being in Denver or a larger city, all their fast food restaurants are totally fucking updated, and you know they look like Taco Bell from Demolition Man, like a 5-star restaurant.
Actually, that was a good movie.
Right.
Like the McDonald's where Esteban lives still looks like the one out of The Founder, like the first one.
Yep, the roller girls and.
Yeah, they still skate up to you to give you your burger.
That's right. Yeah. That's what it sucks about living in the Siouxland is like all the fucking money makers, they took their businesses to like, you know, Minneapolis, Kansas City, Denver, so it's like this is kind of like a fucking no zone lately. Like nobody wants to bring their money here anymore.
I heard a lot of people mention like fuck that elevator, fuck those stairs. Did anyone say like fuck crossing those streets over there? Because that shit took like an hour to get across the street.
They weren't slowing down. fucking.
Hell no.
Especially that one where you had to get across to where the Starbucks was.
Right.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I remember a couple of times where I would cross the street and I would hear somebody a block up revving up their engine trying to catch up to me, like they were gonna fucking hit me. Like really? Like trying to fucking like. Oh, double points if you hit the juggalo.
I got there on Thursday early in the day, like 3 o'clock, and I went right across the street. I saw that beer place, so I went to grab beer, and I was like, yeah, someone's getting hit by the end of the weekend. No doubt. Someone's going to get hit by a car out here.
That was one of those moments that I'll never forget. I can't remember. It must have been Friday morning where there was like 8 or 9 of us, and we all fucking like and it was like all fucking like slow-mo from Reservoir Dogs, you know, like as a crew, we all fucking walked to Starbucks.
Right.
And the Juggalos just fucking owned that part of Denver that whole weekend. I mean, it's hard to imagine, but for real, every restaurant you went into or every fucking pot shop you went into, you would see familiar faces and they would all be repping their fucking the Juggalo merch. And it was like, ooh. It was another one of those moments where I would be like pointing and saying, ooh, you know. It was fucking great. And I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, like to me, like I find that BCG is much more exclusive, and I think that's what makes it fucking awesome.
Uh-huh.
So because of that, like I would much rather be going to DCG every year than going to the gathering, because at least with the con, I know that I'll be able to bring my kids with me and shit, you know?
Oh yeah.
Right, that's a pointer right there.
Mm-hmm. You know, so that way they can have rocks thrown towards them.
Fuck assholes.
My wife literally didn't even know where I was going until the night before. She didn't even know what state I was going to.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
You know how oblivious she is. She thought because I had mentioned I'm doing something out here, I'm hosting a competition. She thought that entire event was because of me. I said, no, you fucking dummy. It's like just like a grain of sand. There's like 100 things going on at this. It's, you know, we're just doing a one thing for it. Yeah, she's completely oblivious to what's going on. She pays no attention to anything I'm doing on here.
I seriously wish my girl was like that sometimes.
If I was like fucking with kids' toys and doing that shit, like one of those channels, she'd watch that. She'd be into that.
It was like that. There was literally, you know, 100 things going on all at once. Like I know, like people are showing off some of the fucking swag that they got from the con, and I'm like, well, where the fuck did you get that from? And they're like, oh, I got that from the Morton's List area, or I got that from the Eat Monopoly Shit Out Connect 4 area. And I'm like, well, where the fuck was that at? Did I just keep walking past it for 3 days, or, you know, the first day? Right. And that's what happened. There was so much going on, it was impossible to soak it in or see it all. You literally had to like, walk.
She was unhappy about like me just taking off for like 4 nights, and then I had to break it to her. Well, I'm kind of leaving again in a few because of the gathering. Right. She was like, "What?
You're gonna gather this year too, Brooklyn?"
Yeah, I already bought my tickets the day they came out.
Damn, that's fucking dope. You got the Big Ballers pass?
Supposedly.
No way. That's fresh.
That was not Slim One's job to get that. And his power went out still, but he supposedly has one through a connection, like some guy has an extra one that he's getting.
Nice.
I've seen that. I've seen in his latest video that he's got the RV cleaned out for you and made a bed for you. And
he lives for this time of year. He fucking lives for this time of year. And if he was there, he would have been one of the guys dominating into the Echo side. If you open up the if you open up your expansion pack, you're gonna see him and Iceman are both credited in there.
For real?
Nice.
Yes.
That's dope.
They were over at Psychopathic probably a year ago playing an early version of the game before all the cards were even drawn.
Damn.
So they're both in there.
Yeah. Well, I know he lives far up north, so it would be difficult, but he totally could have been there at this year's fucking con. That would have been one of the.
He's kind of like his focus is he was saving money for the golf cart. That's his dream to have a golf cart at the gathering, so I can drive him around while he's fucked up.
Oh man, me and Big Dad Wolf are supposed to get a golf cart.
That's pretty much what I'm going to be at the gathering. Is a fucking glorified chauffeur for him.
Hell yeah.
Backpack rap.
It'll pretty much be like 3 or 4 days of me driving around. It's like, oh, there's drugs there. Just stop. He'll take the drugs, and then we'll go on. But oh, there's more drugs there. Let me take those.
I remember the first time I came across somebody that lives around here locally, and I asked him if he had gathered, and he's like, "Fuck yeah!" And I was all like, "Okay, so what was it like?" Like I was being sincere, like, what's the gathering like? And the only thing he had to say was, "Yeah, after the second day, there's no more cocaine." Like, okay, well, what else? And that's all he had to say about the gathering was, "Oh, after day 2, there's no more coke."
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm good on that shit anyway.
Like, yeah, keep the coke. No thanks.
Keep all the hard drugs.
And then I got into YouTube, and then I found out that the gathering is more than just cocaine. Obviously.
Yes?
That's what I've heard. I haven't gathered yet.
I've gathered 3 times.
Nice.
And they should call it the gathering of the cocaine. No.
Yeah, man, Captain Flannel, you have to have a reason to have a golf cart now, I guess. But
if you're gonna say it right, if you're gonna say it, you gotta say it right, man. It's gotta be the gathering of cocaine.
Cocaine. I want to put this out there for people in Denver or anyone who likes to smoke weed in general. If they ever do have a Juggalo convention there again, show up on the last day, because all you're going to find is a bunch of people trying to give away all the weed that they can't smoke, because that's pretty much what the entire last day was. Like Beastmaster goes over to Cherry Bomb to try to give away a joint, and he came back with 3. I swear to God, I have it on video.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Went to give her weed, and came back with 3 joints in his hand. Wow. All lit, and he's smoking all 3 of them.
I'm like, fuck this. I'm taking an extra day or 2 out here. I'm smoking all this shit.
Everybody was just trying to give shit away. The night before, he got so fucked up because that's when we were hanging out with Cherry Bomb too, because that's when she gave us those Into the Echo Side cards.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, he told me, yeah, I bought all this weed and I haven't even smoked it yet. So he started rolling it up. He opened his container, rolling it up. And we went outside, he smoked. He got fucked up. Went inside, tried to give some away to her. And when he did that, she wound up giving him her vaporizer, which I hear are really fucking strong. Like that straight THC in the vaporizer. So he hit that. I thought that dude was going to fucking fall off his chair after smoking. He was so fucked up.
Yeah, nothing for nothing. Like, even when you're on the outskirts of Denver, the closer you get to Denver, the more it smells like fucking weed. Like, it's in the fucking air. You don't need to purchase. You can just go around and just breathe. That's all you got to do.
The elevator smelled like weed. Your room, Esteban, smelled like weed every time I walked in there. It smelled like fucking.
They weren't lighting up in the fucking rooms. I just think that it's just around so much. It's like smog.
Everybody has it, yeah.
Yep.
Actually, Esteban's room smelled like weed and chocolate donuts.
Everybody's rooms look like Juggalo hoarders.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Everybody had like all their merch, collectively in one corner of the room or just spread out wherever.
I had my room like spotless and meticulous, and I put the sign on my door. I actually cleaned my own room the whole time I stayed there.
Yeah, yours was.
I really am a fucking mental
room
case.
I was in. And I even tried to fuck it up.
I cleaned my own room, and I actually even like folded the towels and made it like for when I did leave, when someone came to clean the room, that everything was already done for them.
Like, this room's nice.
Yeah, I'm an OCD idiot.
I remember CPN pointing out how he had like his first disembodied experience that he could point out being in Denver was like when like law enforcement would show up for one of the many fights and they would be going around trying to get information and people would all just be smoking weed. And that would be the last thing that the officers would even fucking question or anything was about the fucking, you know, just smoking weed because it's fucking legal. So they can't question it or arrest anybody for that because it's fucking legal.
Right.
Like I could see how me being from a fucking like a zero tolerance fucking state, how, and then you go to a place like Denver and everyone's just smoking up, you know, and blowing it in a cop's face.
Yeah, that was funny when the cops would show up when shit was happening and everybody would be smoking weed but telling them where to go. Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah.
It's like what am I in fucking Bizarro world?
Yeah, right.
Well, there's 3 of us in here that I know didn't smoke, and that we were probably the only 3 at the entire thing that didn't smoke. For real. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I probably said no thanks, I'm straight probably 420 times while I was
I seen it on video, Esteban, in one of them streams. You're like, I'm good.
Yep, I'm straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of those on video too, where I told the girl, "Nah, I'm all right."
I'm all right.
I know Roxy Riddlebox was like passing me the blunt, and I'm like, I'm straight.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Like, man. Thing. Yeah, her little.
If I did smoke, I probably would have been the first fucking THC OD in history. I wouldn't pass up a fucking blunt personally.
If I smoked, I would have came home with a fucking BBS tattoo on me. That's how
right?
Yes.
Holy cow.
That's dope, yo.
Oh, damn.
I mean, it must be good. I mean, everybody was enjoying themselves.
That's all I know.
I got to drink my first PBR.
Oh.
Thanks to Captain Flannel. He hooked me up.
Oh, that reminds me. Like I drank my first Faygo cotton candy.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just like
wow. That shit was like fucking like straight up sugar, and it got it got to be like a fucking inside joke for myself because like I made that little 20-ounce bottle of cotton candy Faygo last for 2 fucking days. It turned into like my little sipping whiskey. Like if I needed a little something like a pick me up, I would just take a pull off the fucking cotton candy Faygo and I would be straight for another 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's how strong that fucking pop is. So fucking strong. Yeah. You know, it's like
drink so much.
It's like whiskey. It's like the Faygo. It's like Faygo whiskey for me.
Wow.
And then I got my hands on a rock and rye, and I was like, boom! Like I chugged that. I love rock and rye personally. I can't get enough because to me, that fucking rock and rye. To me, it's like drinking Sioux City sarsaparilla. That's like a local soda from back in the day.
Cool.
Captain had his first Faygo in Denver. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, because he's all about that Diet Sunkist.
Oh man,
Diet Pop. That shit.
Diet Pop's horrible for you, man. It's got aspartame in it. It's cancer causing shit. Fuck that.
Not anymore. They took aspartame out of that shit.
They got it.
Well, they say weed helps with cancer, so with him with all the weed he smoked, it just cancels. They cancel each other out. So it's perfectly healthy.
Hell yeah.
Fucking, that's what I wanted to say though. I watched Chuck's little stream when he had BBS on there. And fucking, they said that hotel was like in the middle of a ghetto, but all the streams that I seen didn't look like that at all.
I know.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it, especially like if you went to the left, there were just like some fast food places, and then I guess you had to get on the parkway. But if you went to the right, it was pretty nice over there. Looked like all new construction, like brand new townhomes going up, nice restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part of Denver was pretty fucking clean. I know, like when we went downtown towards the Roxy, that was like the older part of Denver. So at night, an area like that could fucking, but whatever.
Well, they had mentioned that was someone had said the night before that they didn't want to go to the first show because that's the bad part of Denver.
Right.
And then after I was there, I was like, oh, the bad part of Denver looks like the good part of New York.
I remember that. True. I remember that. I've been saying this because I've been fucking like doing more traveling within the last year than I ever have in my life. And if you go looking for trouble, it doesn't matter. You're going to find it in any fucking small town or big city. But if you're just going down there to fucking be, you know, if you're going down there for a specific thing, just to kick it and be nice, then you're going to get that back. There's no
either that or you could be me in the car with Denver's Most Wanted sitting in front of you.
Who's that?
CPN.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no shit.
Right. But yeah, see, you know, that's the thing, man. You gotta learn how to fucking act your area code.
Oh yeah. Act your area code. Well, that's easy for someone that never leaves their fucking.
Crazy. I was videoing from the back of your car, like as we were driving into Denver. I just have the shot of it's you and CPN, and I'm from behind with like you can see us driving into the city.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think Sister Hatchet was starting to trip a little bit because like she was saying, why are those people on the street filming us? And I was like, there is nobody filming us. They might have been partaking in some shit back there. I was sitting in between. The girls were having fun.
Right.
Nice. Fucking that's another thing that I loved is that he went home unscathed and all that, you know what I mean? Like totally fine. Like,
and he towers over everyone, so it's not like he could just hide. And you know, like me, I can like dip and duck into the crowd. I'm like some skinny dude.
Right.
Yeah. CPN does stand out.
That's what fucking killed me about the whole thing is this. Oh, we see CPN, he's gonna get it. Oh, you better watch out, fam. And he's totally fine. Like,
like seriously, like he was out in the open.
Yeah,
like the entire time CPN was out in the open.
No, he was in his room with a green screen,
hiding out or something like that. He was literally like out in the open and fucking texting Frankie Grunge, telling him, "Here I am. Get at it, bro. It's hands 30."
Yeah.
Bro. Right.
Yeah, they didn't want none of that. Fuck that.
No.
Well, I still hope everybody kind of learned some sort of little lesson from this, and
me too, man.
We can start having some like go to events without having to worry about all this bullshit.
Yeah, me too. Like that's what pissed me off about the whole thing. I loved it when Jump Steady said that shit. Was like, look, man, we're not even mad, but you know, low key he's mad because they fucking lost a lot of money on that shit.
He had to be low key mad.
I was saying it before. Ron, you know I was saying it because I'm saying it in here. I was like, if we go and this type of shit goes down, all we're gonna do is fuck it up for ourselves to be up for them to be able to keep having these type of events.
Yeah,
because you know sometimes you don't think about it. It's over a lot of like, you know, it probably starts over nonsense and then it just keeps escalating and escalating to the point where I knew that there was no way that we weren't going to go there and something wasn't going to happen. I mean, it was still going on up until the night before, so nobody dropped it. But like what you said, who knows how much money they lost over that. I fucking said straight up the next morning when I got that note, I said, I'm not fucking getting a refund. Fuck that. I already got my money's worth on the first day. And if the rest of it is just me getting to chill with everybody here and just having fun, this was a fucking perfect vacation for me.
There was quite a few people that were fucking bags were packed and they were fucking
crazy
on the shuttle. The morning
when I saw that notice, it is what it is, man. Obviously, it just seemed like security and police were getting a little like fucking confused, especially during the live show. You know, they shut down the hotel access. Like you couldn't no longer just walk on the inside. You had to go all the way around. They were locking down doors. The cops were blocking. Like if you needed to go over by the bathroom, they would ask you, "Oh, do you have a gun? Do you have a knife on you?" And shit like that when you were trying to go in. The hotel was like temperature checking all of us. You had to have your key to get in. And then they would, every time you walk by somebody there, they would be like, are you okay? How's everything going? You know, just like seeing if you were heated.
I remember that.
You know, it was funny when I looked. I think I might have been up in your room, Esteban. I looked down and I saw Sid Jones stuck because he didn't have his room key, and I saw him down there stuck. And I went down and rescued his ass. I said, "Yeah, he's with me," and they let him in because I should have just left him there. That would have been funny, but couldn't get in the hotel. I still have I saved my my little keys as kind of like a keepsake.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I saved everything. I took obviously have the notice that was slipped under the door. I have the notices that they stuck up all over the hotel that the ICP show was going to be at the Roxy. I kind of collected all that. So
what you're saying is that not only are you a fucking OCD motherfucker, but you're a hoarder as well.
I'm a juggalo hoarder.
You are, man. Like,
You know, I've seen people save Faygo bottles from ICP shows and save one of Violent J's shoes and all that shit, man.
Yeah, I still have a fucking a diet Faygo root beer Faygo wrapper from my fucking Bang Pow Boom tour.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'll have to check the date when that was, but I saved that. I didn't save the fucking bottle
though. That's 10 cents, motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's right.
10 centers.
10 cents is 10 cents.
That's the thing. I'm like, I stopped drinking soda, you guys know. So fucking, I just drink tea. So now I don't get the little 10-cent bonus anymore.
You gotta like around town and start picking up bottles, bro.
Yeah, here's the juggalo hoarder.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Damn, bro.
Let's just throw them all over the fucking place. You clean them up, motherfucker. Yeah. See all the different flavors of Faygo that I drank.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking Don Chaos hooked it up.
Yeah,
I'm the fucking... I made this channel. Fuck up. You drank them all before I even got to try any.
Yeah, did he dig all of them as the bean rim job?
Stinks like foot in here.
No, Bing don't drink Faygos. He drinks strawberry fucking quick.
Strawberry quick and chocolate donuts.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
I was so happy when Bing showed up on the Carnival Spirit stream.
Yeah, I fucking missed it. I fucking left for a second. I got preoccupied, and then when I came back, like they had already done their Carnival Spirits wrap up.
Yeah.
Like the fucking lobby was empty. I was like,
well, they were playing Juggalos Against Sanity, and I kept trying to I was like, let's get this started. If we would have started when I wanted to, we definitely would have had Sewerside would have been on because he was hanging out talking, and we would have had KG on. Because the second time we saw KG towards the end of the show, he was already heading out, probably going towards the Roxy at that point.
True. Damn.
Now, what was it like walking into that can fight?
Oh, kick the can.
Oh, kick the can.
That's something that Captain Flannel put that into my ear. He was all like, "Yo, man, they're doing fucking kick the can outside." I was like, "What?" So then I went out there, and it was just starting to die down. And then I fucking jumped in, and then it fucking escalated until where there was like fucking 8, 10, 12 fucking cans that everyone was kicking around in a circle. And I was like, okay, I'll be right back. And then I ran back to the mom car, and I brought I brought like fucking 8 bottles of the 2.5 liter Faygos. And yeah, then it just it turned into a kick the can Faygo rain, fucking show me your fucking asshole and tits fucking parade for about a half hour.
And
yeah.
You can see that all on my stream, on my live stream, the Quest for DCG Con. I was showing the difference between what was going on inside and outside.
And what a difference. I'll say that. Because inside...
That not New York style pizza?
Believe me, I got a lot of that there. When that pizza showed up.
Yep, they had Pizza Hut outside the Clown Plaza, and then inside it was Domino's. So you got like... You could do a comparison.
Is there a Pizza Hut actually there?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know where it was, but they they rolled in with like what? It's like 20, 30 pies.
Oh fuck yeah! They actually, I think what Keegan was saying on the Juggalo show is that they ordered so much pizza that they actually fucking shut down one of the Domino's that they were ordering from because they ran out of dough.
Damn.
Damn.
I was like, really? In fucking Denver? Holy shit! I suppose though, on a fucking Saturday or Sunday night,
Huh?
they're just like, no, we're not making no more fucking pizzas. Go home.
Right.
I think there was also like some discrepancy because like whoever was ordering the pizzas, the people on the other end of the phone, they thought that it was like a prank call because they were ordering so much. They're like, no, we're not making 30 fucking pizzas. So then they had to keep like, look, this is for real. We want this many pizzas. We're coming over right now to pick them up. They're like, nah. Then they just kept getting the fucking, they kept getting the hang up until finally they fucking took them seriously.
I'd have been going off on somebody, man. Like, fuck, you got a business to run, motherfuckers. Money. Shit. Run your business or get the fuck out.
I bet fucking Run for Cover probably would have loved to deliver all those pizzas to the fucking Juggalos at fucking Crown Plaza.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would have been cool for him.
Weed for tips? Hell yeah. I'd be like, doobies for tips, y'all. Doobies for tips.
Right.
Fat nugs.
Hell yeah. Big old nugs. Dime bags from
That was
everyone.
another fucking thing. I remember, because like I had never been to a pot bar before or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember like we went into 3 separate ones and it was 3 different experiences. Like the first one was really chill. That was at a place called Medicine Man. And you walk in there and they have it set up to where, yeah, you have to show your ID to a security guard, but it was more like chill. Like you're walking into like a store that sells t-shirts.
Cool.
And they have everything like in little glass display cases. If you want like gummy bears or fucking nuggets or fucking wax or whatever, they got it. They didn't have no fucking moon rocks though. But that's because all them rappers buy up them moon rocks as soon as they're available. But anyways, so and then the second place we went to, that was more like getting checked into a fucking state prison. Like I've visited friends and family in prisons before, and there's less security checking into a state prison than there is at this other fucking pot bar. Like you had to show your ID 3 separate times, and you had to go through 2 separate fucking steel doors before you get actually into the fucking store.
Damn.
And then you're just hound dogged by somebody the whole time until you're ready to purchase.
That must have been the place that Beastmaster went because he mentioned that to me.
Right. I was like,
you only let like 2 or 3 in at a time.
Yeah, that one too. That's another one where you walk in and they got all these fucking like benches set up, like park benches, and you just sit down and you wait for your name to be called. And then you get fucking escorted into the fucking room where they got everything in glass cases, and they're like, yeah, what do you need? But yeah, each one of these fucking dispensaries, they all have fucking armed security guards because fucking they can't put their money in a bank because still it's federally illegal. So like they have to keep all their fucking money in a safe guarded by a fucking guard with a gun. Understandably. But yeah, that was just one of the very many experiences from being there I'll never forget. It was tripped out. the whole fucking weekend.
I messed up because on the first day, like the merch booth was packed. I was like, fuck it, I'll be here for 2 days. I'll probably just grab, on the 3rd day when it's quieted down. I really wanted I definitely wanted the Fearless Fred shirt, and I really love that Malenko shirt next to it. I'd never seen that style before.
Oh, the purple one with the
no, it's a black shirt.
Oh,
that shirt is fresh, but yeah.
Okay, I remember which one you're thinking of.
I came home with nothing. I didn't get my Shaggy Show card. I didn't get the expansion pack. I didn't get anything. But I kind of messed up anyway because when I packed my bag, I put so much studio equipment in there that I didn't even leave room to add anything, to bring back.
True that.
My room looked like a fucking, if you turn the camera around, it looked like a porno set.
Oh, God.
But I think that was probably the reason why I put that notice on my door. Like, I'm sitting here with my feet up, like, don't come in. I think I was embarrassed for what some lady would think when she came to see that setup.
Oh man.
Yeah. That Carnival Spirits live stream was just crazy, man.
Yeah, it was like I think I remember I did a couple of laps around the con on one of those fucking tricycles, and then I feel someone jump on my back, and I look behind me and it's Brooklyn Menace with his camera. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's up on one of my live streams.
Yep.
And you know, that was the first time I ever did that style of a live stream, just like walking around with my phone.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
So yeah,
you packed all that equipment and then you used your phone most of the time.
Well, when you didn't see me on the phone, that's when I would go up and get the 4K camera, and then I was shooting with that. I got tons of footage. I just don't know when I'll put it all out or edit it all. By the time I do, nobody will care anymore. It'll probably be DCG Con 4.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, by the time I'm like ready to talk about this shit, it'll just be obsolete. So I'm glad to be talking about it bits and pieces right now, personally.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, I got to get going. I got some stuff I got.
Yo, take care, Crazy.
See you, Crazy. Man. Y'all take care, man. Peace out.
Boop.
Crazy.
All right, JC.
Stop.
Jumping out here, this bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I wound up with it was fun. I wound up with Beastmaster until like the very, very end. Like we went to the airport.
Oh, stop.
We hung out at the airport, took him out to Chick-fil-A because he had never had that before. And then we both pretty much all the way down to like gates. And my gate for my plane was just like 2 away from him. So we hung out to the very end. And we left CPN there because he came to the airport with us, but he was actually not leaving until the 5 in the morning.
Wow.
So it was I guess out of any airport to be stuck, that was a nice one. They had a lot of shit there.
I bet.
Chick-fil-A lemonade's fire.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've been to a Chick-fil-A.
Hell yeah.
Well, people just dropping off. Esteban's gone too.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but it would have been extra fresh if the 3 of you were there too.
Oh yeah.
On top of everybody else.
That would have been dope.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, we would have had so much fun.
Yeah, I was watching them streams like, fuck that.
I know we were still jealous that maybe it was ill, but we won't.
It really wasn't only about like the con. It was there was a lot about just hanging out with everybody.
Oh yeah.
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 Well, even when I was walking through at some points, you know, I had seen like I think maybe Chuck popped on and said, "Oh, it looks like there's nobody there." First of all, that was early in the day, and there were people. Like everybody weren't just like, "Oh, let's all go in the convention center at the same time." People were scattered all over the place.
Oh,
Right.
All over that hotel, like Esteban was saying, all the restaurants in the area.
Yeah. I know for me, it was about the game, actual gaming. Just for you, even that's meeting anybody and hanging out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why when I got that notice under my door the next morning, I was fine with it. I felt like I'd got my money's worth on the first day.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Rocky Littlebox for giving us a live tour of first day.
Yeah, that was dope. Hell yeah. Man, props for that shit.
Yeah, I ran into her a few times. I would have liked to have gotten a chance to stop and talk more, but I was streaming too.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I saw a couple of times during your live stream.
One of my favorite parts also was that second day when CPN was streaming, and you had that fucking you had our shirt on, and he was like reading it out loud. It's like an inside joke nobody gets. I was like, oh shit. Just hearing him say the catchphrase was what was up.
Hell yeah.
I had him do a shout out for you guys on my 4K camera.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. I'm working on being at the gathering, yo, so that could be a good possibility. If I'm not in jail,
I was
I'll be
walking around on my stream, like I kept popping in by Tom Wood's setup, and finally he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, do you want to like do an interview or something?" And my response was, "No, give a shout out to Tales from the Lotus podcast."
That
guy.
How much precious hell?
Oh yeah.
Esteban had this book, this Zelda book, and and people were like, "Oh, what's that?" That was like the best idea because everyone that was giving him an autograph because he had that book, they were all like, "What is that?" And he was getting like extra special shit from everybody. They were drawing pictures for him.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
And Crazy was talking about like people knowing you. That was kind of weird, like that. Like some people from the record label knew who I was when I was talking to him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Damn. I mean, they should. You only made a video for him, right?
Right.
I did 2 videos for them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Hell yeah. Man, that bitch has got to be tired of dancing by now. Shit.
I know.
No, they never get tired of that.
That's how they stay so fit. Damn.
They got to be pretty busy. They do your show and Snickers show.
Right?
So.
No, I threw that girl off my show. I caught her on Underground Wicked Radio. I'm like, oh, you're fucking double dipping? No. Nope. We're off the fucking shit show. Yeah. Like I said, I'm still waiting for Deadhead to show up on that show.
Hell yeah.
We'll see if he ever shows up there.
That's what's
right.
Up. Yeah. Oh man, I'm about to get off here myself, y'all.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. My ears
Yeah.
started.
3 hours already. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I gotta get lunch and cleaned up.
Yeah, I woke up at like and I had to go to the store. And when I got back, I was like, oh fuck, it's Tuesday. And I saw that you guys were on.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. Oh man, I'm glad everybody came on today. That shit was awesome. It's been a great show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was glad Sewerside was like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. That was cool.
For him to hook everybody up with his new album
Oh, yeah.
on the show, that's fucking extra fresh.
Oh yeah.
And you
Yes,
guys are
sir.
doing an excellent job because it looks like the only person watching at this point is Nightbot. So keep it up, man. I'll see you for the 100th.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Before you know it, it'll be your 100th
I know.
episode.
50 came up fast, man.
I know. I know. 50th came out.
Technically more than that because we were like, well, let's not number these
Yeah.
ECG con ones and shit.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
make them up.
Yeah, it's like bonus episodes.
Yeah. Hell yeah. 50 episodes. That's
I
how
know.
we do.
Yeah, 50 came up quick.
Yeah. It's good to have Tommy back in the
Oh, yeah.
saddle.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was good seeing him up on here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I wouldn't miss it. I was like, hell yeah.
You guys just get to shut down and you're done. I got to fucking clean up now.
Right?
Yeah, you gotta clean up Deadhead's mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, have a chainsaw, have a ball on.
Chainsaw, a big old steak on the floor.
Yeah, that's to keep me from getting bit. It actually says YJC in graffiti on the floor, but I think it's covered by
Oh, yeah.
your guys' little.
Yeah.
cameras.
I see the gnome is on top of the Pac-Man machine now.
Yeah.
That's new.
See, I'll still be around, but I don't know, probably be around a little bit less than usual because I'll be out on the road.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I'll definitely be listening in while I'm driving around.
Hell yeah!
I'm just putting more focus and effort into like my DJing business and stuff like that.
Oh yeah! Fuck yeah, dude! That's dope.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, take that $70-something thousand a year job and shove it.
Right.
I ain't working from home anymore.
Yeah, no shit. Why would you? Why would you do that?
That's right. Just take all that money away. I'll just figure out how to make it back.
Yeah.
No, the joke is I can easily make that being out and not even, and when I'm done, be done. Like not have to worry about like a bunch of other guys' shit.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah. That's dope, dude.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, out of here. I'm done being on here.
Yeah.
Holler at everybody. Thanks for watching. 50 episodes in, bitches. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop and 2 sweet.
Backpack rap. I got backpack money in my backpack. He said you gotta do it through a magazine though when you do it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.